over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking house is so fucking fuck! Fuck! Game over, man. Game over. Wait a minute.
Fuck off.
There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's clay. There's falls. Come on! We'll bless them all until we get verschnicken. Join me!
Hey, where are the white women at?
Hey, laser lips, your mama was a snowblower.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Try to relax your anus.
Welcome, everybody. We have a show for you today. We have a show. Now I'm a little hot, aren't I? I'm a little hot on the mic. I do not like how Zoom changes my mic settings, and then I turn it off, and they don't go back to normal until I, like, reboot the computer. And then I come back, and now the mic was too low before. It's too high now. The cat won't get off my lap. It's a great day. There we are. The nice relax. We're going to do the chill lounge. I'm trying to stay chill today. I got steroids yesterday. They're wearing off today. I feel like shit. Like, I feel good, but I feel like shit. I got a headache. My jaw is like clenchy. It's just very, very aggressive. It's very, very angry. So we're going to let everyone filter in while we get the show going. I have all the stories loaded up. I just got to go grab the chats. So that way we have that lovely action. Remember, people over on Rumble, thank you. If you're watching on Rumble, we have your chat up. We just don't have it on the screen. I apologize. All right, here we go. Over there, over there, over there. Put the square over there. Steroids, you look pretty buff. Not those kind of steroids. They do sort of have an effect in that vein, but not really those kind of steroids. So where was the other thing we needed? We got a bunch of things to talk about. If you saw the info panel to the show, we have the Bob's Burgers actor, guy's done a lot of stuff on Comedy Central, Kimmy Schmidt, I think. Some other things. And apparently he was involved in January 6th. And so now the government is going after him. And it just, really? We're going after that guy? I mean, of all the actors that you could go after in January 6th, Ray Epps, I mean, he was a government actor, granted, but he was an actor. He was a Fed! goddamn Fed. Alrighty, let's get over here and put the YouTube up, so that way we've got that going for us. All right, there we are. Pop out the chat. Holy Jesus. All right, there we are. We got it done. Other than that, we're ready to go. I have all the stories loaded up, which is a rarity for me to do a show with the stories loaded up and ready to go. It just seems boom, like there you are. So that's nice. We looked into it, everything that came in yesterday, so we're fully funded with overtime through next week. Currently, we're just gonna roll through next week, and we'll try and make as much as we can with every show and see where that lands us. Yeah, it's the summer. It is what it is. Can't stress it. We'll be okay. Really got to get that steroid treatment, though. Not steroid, that stem cell thing. Gotta find out who I gotta call and get that fucking ball rolling. Anyways, so for all of the stories we have today, there are some extremely fun ones I want to get to later in the show. We're gonna try and pepper some crazy bullshit that people might be like with a little more fun stuff, so that way it's not so overwhelming. A nice landing to the day. I want to try and get through everything too, so that way we can get to a couple of the videos and the overtime things I've had that I haven't done so far, because they're just fun. That's the whole reason we had them planned, was to do the fun stuff. Alrighty. Anyways, so we, like I said, have our first hour stories up. People are kind of filtering in. We'll give it just another moment here. I'd say we'd catch up with you folks in the chat, but the chat is never very lively, between people being at work or on their way home or just busy and whatever. Yeah, Johnny, do the fun. Thank you, Yarato. I will indeed do the fun. All right, sorry. Like I said, I feel like shit. That helps. So we're doing it. Controlled fun number 1. Indeed. Controlled fun. No, real talk. I'm just trying to lower my air quality so I can have solidarity with people in New York and Colorado, or New York and Canada. Why did I almost say Colorado? Now I'm yawning. What the fuck? Yawning now? For what reason? Not even tired? Great. It's gotta be one of those. Cello, says Welsh Salty. Cello to you two. Cello to your friends. I don't know if is that a religious thing? I thought shalom. Did you mean shalom or did you mean hello? Cello, is it me you're stringing for? Anyways, welcome to the show. Oh, boy. Not religious. All right, good. We got that figured out. Would hate to insult a religion. All righty. So, like I said, we have a bunch of things to get into. We probably don't want to dawdle too much more. No thanks. Maybe just a minute more. I am feeling lazy as fuck today. I wanted to tap out and not do a show. I mean, I have to because it's a job and it's a thing and it's kind of a dick thing if you have an audience that continues to support you. That you're like, you know what? I don't feel like it today. Cello again, says Welsh Salty. Indeed. Whatever that means. Cello. Violin? Viola. Bass. Just got here. Are you sick? No, I'm having what would you call it? Withdrawal? Is it withdrawals? I don't know. They give you a big dose of steroids one day, and you feel like gangbusters for about 24 hours. And that steroid dose was yesterday morning. So let's just say I felt great until about an hour and a half ago. Now it's not as fun. Oh, well. We have a show planned. We're going till 5:30 for all of you lovely folks. Hopefully, do some hype train stuff, all that kind of thing. Help keep the show support going. Stickers, bits, subs, all that lovely stuff. As Lab Glass just pointed out with 100 bits. Let's check on that sticker party situation. How far away? Holy fuck me running. We're close. About 175 bits from a sticker party. How do I? You know what it is? You got to put that screen up higher, dude.
Look, 11 out of 12, I don't do this sort of thing. But this is America. It's the holidays. Fuck yeah, get over here, please. I want to suck your dick.
Tell you, Pride Bro, I can't wait to score me.
It's a little long.
I'm gonna be a regular dude hound.
I have a wedgie saying hi, just kidding. Hey, I have a wedgie. First time chatting the show. Welcome. I don't know if it's your first time in the show or just your first time in the chat. We have a bunch of different shit we're going to talk about today. I've been dawdling like a fucking retard because I am. I have brain damage. It is a fact. And, yeah. We're going to get into some news shit in just a moment after we get everybody gets their bowels cleared out. I get 1 month left to play this. It amuses me. Lab Glass, it's there for you guys. And I just wanted to celebrate because apparently, like, overnight, all of these corporations just for 1 month, they're like, hey, we're super about this. And then after the month is over, they go right back to not giving an S. It's almost like they're doing it as a cash grab. And I thought if they're going to do it as a cash grab, I'm a whore. And there's the kitty. Alrighty. Nice to be here. First time in the chat and the stream. Well, I hope you enjoy the show. I am kind of the broadside of a barn, so if you can't find a way to make fun of me, I apologize. I can't help you. But we will have plenty of other things to pick on, make fun of, enjoy, laugh at, mock, and just plain cry about in today's jam-packed show.
Cheer 100.
Already close to a hype train right out the gate. Kind of a little creepy. But there you go. Well, Salty, thank you for the 100 bits. Joe Burger, this guy is just okay. Hang out. Wilmer Autotech is going with the Nugget Army sticker for 10 bits. Thank you very much. Pushing that sticker party just a bit. Shart. So I should stay. There's some sound drop stuff and things that people can do for channel points and bits and subs, and it's a way to help give them something for the bits and subs they contribute. I don't want to just ask for money to help do this show because I spend, anywhere from 4.5 to 5.5 hours prepping and doing it. It seems. Hey, kitty. And you're back.
Fuck off.
The cat is back. The cat is back. Oh, Tegra. We need to get you a chair so you can, co-host the show. Oh, yeah, pour in the mic. Pour in the mic. Not enough. Alrighty. All right, nice. Yeah, it's what we do. All right, 1.5 minutes to launch that train. While we launch that train, if we do that. While we do that, let's just move my microphone, cat. Yo, I forgot, Tegra, you
Cheer 100. It's a helicopter. Dick a dicks dickadika dickadika dicks dickadikadika dickadix dicks dickadikadika.
There are days where I'm like, maybe Aaron has a point with too much control to the chat. All right, bye-bye, kitty. We'll play your sound drop anyway, even though you left. Where's the kitty sound drop?
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
Boop. DOJ charges Bob's Burgers actor, Arrested Development actor, for alleged role in the January 6th attack. That's right, the attack that nearly crumpled democracy and scuffed Nancy Pelosi's desk. Ah, damn it. It didn't save the right one. Okay. Let the right one in. That's what I always say. All right, so 2 more minutes if we get another person jumping in on that train, and we'll launch that motherfucker off. Otherwise, on we go. So, Jay Johnston, an actor known for his roles in Bob's Burgers, Arrested Development, and other TV shows, has been charged in connection with the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol, the Justice Department announced Wednesday. According to the charging documents, Johnston was part of the infamous tunnel attack, one of the most violent assaults on police officers that day, using a stolen police riot shield to engage in a group assault on the officers defending the Lower West Terrace tunnel entrance to the Capitol, pushing together against a line of officers. In a text message sent that day, according to court documents, Johnston said the Capitol riot wasn't an attack, but it kind of turned into that, calling it untastic. The news has presented it as an attack. It actually wasn't.
There's my helicopter. Cheer 100. Cheer 100.
Thank you very, very much. We have another 5 minutes to launch this hype train if one person besides Welsh Salty or Lab Glass goes in on it. They're still talking about January 6th, says Skeezy Whitefish. Yes, they are. And not only are they talking about it, they're still going after people, including an actor who may have been in the most violent part of it. But here's my problem. Like I said, we're going to go after people who were part of January 6th, but we're going to do cover
Cheer
pieces
100.
for Ray Epps. Oh, there we go. Captain Deadpool popped it off.
Here comes driver 10-2. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
I'm going to be honest, the whole train thing, I love them.
Guess what?
They're awesome. Lab Glass with 2 tier 1 subs.
And the only prescription.
Thank you very, very much, Lab Glass. 2 tier 1 subs. Who would... I am a pharmacist. I ought to fill that prescription. Cowbell for Lab Glass, those 2 tier 1 subs. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. And 10 bits from Wilmer Autotech. Thank you, sir. Great time to throw in for a cheap little sound drop or a sticker, because it all carries into the stuff. And I am just enjoying this because we get a couple levels on this hype train. That means I have a couple controlled burns to do.
Cheer 1,000.
And that totally solves my thing. Captain Deadpool, ooh, with 1,000 bits. I am honored, sir. That is amazing. Can we get a... And I gotta admit, Captain Deadpool. It's just I kind of like the name. There we go. We gotta get a 1 controlled burn in for the train, and now we gotta do 1 for 2 levels. Oh, Cap wins. Yeah, dude. Dude, it's not a competition. It is not. I appreciate anyone contributing anything to the show. If you contribute a little, great. You contribute a lot, I'm honored, but it all means a lot to me, because I do this so I don't have to try and find a job as a crippled handicapped person. It's a pain in the ass, and this is always something I've enjoyed doing. So it's just thank you very much. And controlled burns, because, yeah. Controlled burn number 1. Should encourage us to try and outdo each other. All right, fine. Fine. Bye, my love. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have to encourage anybody. We can just get enough to call it good. And
guess what?
Dead Fool with
I
5
got a
tier 1
fever.
subs.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
More cowbell for Dead Fool. Here we go. Thank you very, very much for the support. That is super awesome. Yeah. Oh, wait. We were on this. So, yeah, we're going after him for this. He faces multiple charges interfering with law enforcement officers, disorderly and disruptive conduct in restricted area, and impending passage through Capitol grounds. But Ray Epps, who takes credit for starting the whole thing, doesn't slap on, not even just, we're going to give him a fucking primetime fluff piece. Really. Ray Epps is free and clear. But, you know, the actor in Bob's Burgers, he was in the most violent part of the attack. Oh, you mean the part where you had way understaffed the police and set them up in almost a what I would call
Cheer 1,000,
scary fashion.
cheer 1,000, cheer 1,000.
King of Clubs coming in with 3,000 bits. Holy Jesus, thank you. And then was this another? Oh, no, that was it. It just came in differently. All right, well, thank you very much for the 3,000 bits. That's amazing. Amazing support for that. We're through level 3. So, yeah, King of Clubs is being the king today. Flim Flam is too. Flim Flam's awesome. Yeah, Flim Flam's awesome. I love Flim Flam.
Cheer 1,000, choo 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 choo.
Now it's a competition. Now the game is on. The game is afoot. A Foot Clan. Thank you very, very much. Very much appreciate it. We're in level 4 of that hype train. I kind of want, we should go to a video thing now, so we're not just staring at my ugly face. Now we have a party. Well, Sticker Party is 175 bits away. When that pops off, if that new person is still in here, and no harm, no foul. Don't be, I have a wedgie. Don't be chipping into a hype train on your first time in the show. If you're still here, I have a wedgie. If the Sticker Party thing kicks off, all the stickers are free to use for a limited time, and everybody gets to have a crack at them. With no money needed whatsoever. And there are sound drops that don't require money and shit. You know, the channel points ones. Everybody gets to do those for fun. Funsies. Alrighty. So, level 4 of a hype train, 39%. Holy shit, thank you. We go now.
Cheer 100
Oh,
billion.
God,
They're
what did I
beatbacks.
do?
Cheer 1,000 II. Cap'n.
Billion, there, beat that. Alrighty. Well, thank you very, very much. We're at 67%, 3 minutes left in the hype train. Let's get over to this this story. This is a little depressing, but we can. This is a time-lapse video that we have for you here of New York disappearing into a cloud of wildfire smoke. Again, for all of the people that are like, oh, we have global warming, it's causing all these wildfires. And I'm like, yes, but if that's the case, then these wildfires are causing more pollution than us quitting. Because I just feel like, if that's the case, it's a self-perpetuating thing now, man. I would say a self-cleaning oven, but
Cheer
wildfire.
1,000 trillion. Done.
Yeah, I guess the game has been set. Your move, Lab Glass Projects. Oh, Jesus. How did we find David? I don't think that's David. David was here the other day, so I don't think that's David. But you know what? In honor of the big drop and fundraiser for David Chandler. I mean, I have no idea, but
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
But he gave that up for New Year's. He gave what up for New Year's? A friend of mine used to be addicted to giving money to Twitch streamers, but he gave that up for New Year's. The fog is just to get us ready for the Hunger Games. I say part 2 of the movie.
Cheer 100
I saw part 2.
bajillion
Oh.
schmish million.
Oh, Lab Glass. Now we're 95% of the way from level 4 of the hype train going to level 5. We've got a minute left to kick that last 5%. Let's hit over here. Boop. I would love to bring him over here, but he's in recovery. Hey, man, again, we provide plenty of options that don't require money, plenty of options that are free to use. We even had a free sticker for a little bit, but it got carried away. There isn't a way to limit it on timing or anything like that, so we had to
Cheer
cover
1,000 Googleplex plus 7.
Well, there we go. Level 5. We've hit level 5 of the hype train. So this is 1 p.m. of June 6th. This is 10 p.m. of June 6th. All right, here we are at 6 a.m. of June 7th. One p.m. of June 7th. Oh, lordy. 1 p.m. of June 7th. Oh, wait, we have to do a controlled burn in honor of, that's so cool to watch. I don't think it'd be awesome to, chat is blowing my mind. Have you ever gotten this many donos, Johnny? I've gotten this many from different people like this. This is pretty diverse. I don't think this is the most diverse we've ever had, but no, I love seeing a little bit from everybody. That's the way it should be. Like I said, in a perfect world, we'd all just be happy and everything would work great. That's so cool to watch. I mean, donos at one time. Donos at one. That's I don't know. Cause then, cause the ones that we had before with David Chandler were so crazy because he'd do like fucking 100 subs and then I gotta fucking work all that out. But then, Dear Butch throws in 100 and someone else throws in 100. I don't know. I do not know. That is a good question.
Guess what?
Oh, Jesus.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Terry the Tap Boy and somebody who is Japanese got a sub on that. 10 subs from Captain Deadpool. Here we go. 10 subs for Captain Deadpool. Level 6 of this hype train. I am now behind by a significant amount of controlled burns. Fallen the Great saying that the fire was started by all female firefighting crew practicing a controlled burn when told not to, and it got out of hand. That's why controlled burns should only be done by the goddamn professionals, like yours truly. I am a professional controlled burner. Case in point. There are no casualties in that except for the weed. Oh, man. Captain Deadpool, yeah, thanks so much, man. That is amazing. Captain Deadpool, level 6 of the hype train. Let's get back to this video. From the view of West New York, New Jersey at 2 p.m. Oh, you can't even see the skyline. 11 a.m. June 7th, 12 p.m. June 7th, 1 p.m. June 7th. Oh my God.
Get your photos off your phone.
Get your ads off my screen. Oh, man. Wait, female firefighters started the fire? Well, there you go. Women can't be firefighters. They were spooked because they heard someone behind them who loudly proclaimed,
Hey, where are the white women at?
and they ran. Canada is so rude allowing that smoke to invade us. Hey, man, they're just respecting the smoke's beliefs, and the smoke believes it's got to roll. It's got to roll. It's got to roll. Oh, Jesus. I bet if the smoke denounced the LGBTQ community, they'd stand up against it. That's what we can do. Like, hey, Canada, the smoke ran from your state because it doesn't like all the gay that you're doing. The trees committed seppuku because they were sick of the gay. Wow. All right, we're probably going to retire at 4% of this hype train at level 6. Very honored that we got that far. Thank you all so very much. There's no way to keep the smoke out. Remember, non-smoking sections in restaurants we're still smoking. How funny would that be, though? You get into, like, a restaurant, and there's still, like, a haze of smoke in there. So, like, you pull out, like, a cigarette, and someone's like, do you mind? I'm like, apparently nobody else should. Oh. Do you gotta wonder if, like, vape bars and vape shops, like, the smoke's rolling in, and they don't even notice? And they're just like, hey, I thought we left the vape place. What the fuck? You could put forest fires out by switching to wind and solar energy. Duh. Right. Wind and solar energy. I'm sure wind turbines work great in smoke conditions. I'm sure the smoke particles involved don't have any issues for the wind turbines. I wonder what would happen. That sounds like a fun experiment. Just a bunch of smoke rolling into a wind turbine. I am woman, hear me cough. Jesus, Saint Aaron. All right, where are we? It's the way to keep smoke fires out. No, the smoking shop for smoking sections on planes never made sense to me. I don't even remember smoking. I've never been on a plane. I was about to say, I don't even remember smoking sections on planes. I don't remember being on a plane because I've never been on one. It'd be a lot more pleasant if it was a weed field. It would be. And that hype train is over at level 6. Thank you all very much for that amazing, amazing hype train. Holy shit. So honored to have all that support. Did we lose I Have a Wedgie? It seems like I Have a Wedgie. Did he get bored and fuck off? That's a shame. I hope not. I hope we still have a wedgie. Alrighty. So our next story is about one Governor Gavin Newsome. He apparently wants to change the Constitution to curb gun rights. Fed up with inaction on gun control, Newsome unveiled a proposed 28th Amendment to the Constitution on Thursday that would implement common-sense gun safety measures he claims have widespread bipartisan support. Our ability to make a more perfect union is literally written into the Constitution, Newsome said on Thursday, so I'm proposing the 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution to do just that. The 28th Amendment will enshrine in the Constitution common-sense gun safety measures that Democrats, Republicans, independents, and gun owners overwhelmingly support while leaving the Second Amendment unchanged and respecting America's gun-owning tradition. Newsome's proposal comes after the federal courts have delivered a series of victories for gun rights activists, led by Supreme Court's landmark decision last year striking down a century-old New York law that made it difficult to obtain a license to carry a concealed handgun. The Democratic governor's proposed 28th Amendment would not abolish the Second Amendment, which establishes the right to bear firearms for personal self-defense and other lawful purposes. However, it would raise the federal minimum age to purchase a firearm from 18 to 21, mandate universal background checks to purchase firearms, institute a waiting period for all gun purchases, and ban assault weapons. Newsome's proposed amendment would also affirm that Congress, states, and local governments can enact additional gun control measures. Gotta ban the assault weapons. You know the number one thing that's doing the killing is the handguns, right? You care so much about the firearms, but we don't want to do the handguns. Toastmaster is right. I believe Toastmaster has requested a sound drop, and I support that request.
Move this man!
I really don't like the banning assault weapons thing because of the reason. Isn't any weapon technically an assault weapon? Yeah. Hey, I was assaulted. Actually, no, you were semi-automatic. This is a pistol. That is not an assault weapon. This is just a regular lethal firearm. Isn't it assault with a deadly weapon when you use a firearm? So I feel like assault weapons is like calling a Dalmatian a spotted Dalmatian. It's no. The Dalmatian has spots. That's part of the thing. A spotted Dalmatian would imply that there are Dalmatians without no. Dalmatian. Or a gay homosexual. No. Being gay would imply he's a homosexual, or saying he's a homosexual would imply he's gay. Calling that both, it's again no. So yeah, assault weapons is kind of like, well, what are show me a cuddle weapon? Can I see an affirming weapon? I'd like to see a weapon that just gives you like statements of affirmation or something. Can we see a I don't know. Again, assault weapons seems dumb. And if I may, just a touch vague. But again, my problem isn't that they want to ban assault weapons. It's the why. They want to ban assault weapons because that's the thing we see on the big, school shooting stuff. Yeah. All right. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. Those are the weapons we see on those things. But like I said, most of your gun violence doesn't happen there. And you get rid of those weapons, they'll just use smaller ones. Like, do you think that the school violence stuff will stop with the loss of the assault weapons? Like, well, now that I can't go in with an AK-47 and I can only shoot them one at a time with a pistol. Oh, and by the way, in Texas, you could have used a penknife and they could have gotten done with it all because, the cops waited forever. So again, let's not act like, it's just as simple as banning assault weapons. Now, background checks and other things like that, I'm not opposed to that. Having to wait to get your gun, okay, I'm not opposed to that. But the part that I think the government and a lot of the people that support this stuff forget is that the people that want to do this shit illegally, you can write laws all day. It doesn't matter. So what you're saying is these events that happen are done and perpetrated by horrible people. And because of that, the rest of us have to pay a price. I mean, it's not like owning a weapon leads you to doing that. You use the weapon because you plan to do that. If you're still planning to do that, you're going to do it. So what is the definition of an assault weapon? We don't have one. Stop pretending you can control evil people. Realistically, all you can do is protect yourself from the evil people by simply eliminating them. In theory, controlled assault number 3. All right, I'll do that. I have to get in there, but I have to grab my lighter that I dropped. This is going to be really sexy for everybody. I need to get the Benny Hill theme back on my soundboard. Weapons don't assault people, bullets do. I'm just saying, nobody who went into a school or a public place and shot up a bunch of people did that because the weapon made them do it. They had that in mind to get from the get-go. The idea that you're going to end all of this just with eliminating the guns, no. Did we forget about the guy who literally used his car as a weapon and just drove into a crowd of people? That's still a thing people can do. Oh, and by the way, wait till you see the story we're about to play after this. So Newsom's proposed amendment would affirm that Congress, states, and local governments can enact additional gun control measures. Yeah, we covered that. The Constitution can be amended by either Congress or a convention of states under Article 5. Congress can pass a proposed amendment with 2/3 vote in both House and Senate, sending it to states for ratification. With Republicans in control of the House and Democratic majority in the Senate, there is no chance that a constitutional amendment restricting gun rights will have enough support to pass through Congress. So you're virtue signaling before the election. I'm going to say what I thought about just when I read the title of this article. Just I kind of feel like at any point in time when Newsome ever speaks, someone should be like, "Look at your state. Why should anyone listen to you?" Like, I mean, the thing is in shambles. It is a hellhole. You have people fleeing like you wouldn't believe. So much so that you're trying to tax people retroactively because the most expensive or the most profitable people are the only ones that can afford to get off the ship. I like calling them pills. Hold on a sec. It went down the wrong hole. Toastmaster saying, my guns are just overpowered hole punchers. They never attacked anything but paper. I would think a shotgun unplugged would be a better close-range assault. 6 shots with a choke removed, spraying everywhere seems more effective than an AR. Well, again, hold on. Again, the problem the problem I have just again with the ban on assault weapons is the reason they're going at it, and I don't think you'll end that problem there. And it's a very vague term. But like I said, there's no chance it'll pass. So the entire thing is a fucking virtue signal. And it's coming from one person who I feel like, after everything we've seen about your state, you shouldn't be giving people advice. This is like a person with like 7 DUIs giving someone advice about drunk driving. Being like, hey, man, let me tell you about drunk driving. It's like, dude, you got a DUI yesterday. I don't think you should talk to anyone about drunk driving. You clearly can't do it, and you shouldn't do it. So, fuck you. Some people just need God in their life. Saint Aren, I feel like that is a dangerous slope. Some people who have God in their life do some awfully interesting things. So, anyways, this is a little messed up. There was apparently a person that repeatedly stabbed children on a playground in France. I don't even know if I can show this. Does it? Yeah, I don't know if I want to show this. But there's like people screaming and shit. Authorities said the suspected attacker was granted asylum by Sweden, where he resided since 2013. The suspect also applied for asylum in France and has no criminal record. Right. Now, by the way, France doesn't have guns. I don't think the police even have guns. So maybe some of the police do. I don't even think I can show any of this. There's people screaming, but it doesn't really show anything. Just a dude. A lady running away with her baby. Just a dude running around like a crazy person with a knife trying to stab people. Again, the video is graphic and disturbing, so I don't want to show it. This is the person in question. Just, what was his, what, he was a, AP reports. Okay, we can go to the AP thing, because then they'll have, bystanders scream for help while a man with a knife stabbed 4 young children at a lakeside park, assaulting at least one in a stroller repeatedly. The children, between 22 months and 3 years old, suffered life-threatening injuries. 2 adults were also wounded. The helpless suspect is identified by police as 31-year-old Syrian who was detained in connection with the morning attack. French Prime Minister Elizabeth Bjorn said he had refugee status in Sweden. Witnesses reported the scenes of terror as the man roamed the park. I said to the police, shoot him, kill him, he's stabbing everyone. A former professional soccer player who was jogging when he came across the attacker said. Yeah. Shoot him! Kill him! Great! So what you're saying is you want someone with a gun to come in and solve your problems now. Aren't guns the problem? Don't we hate the guns? Oh, God, they can't do this good either way. I have to put that fucking screen up higher from now on. Alrighty. So, I'm going to pull the camera off the screen just because that bothers me. Shoot him. 2 adults suffered knife wounds. Video appearing to show the attack in and around the children's park was posted to social media. The video showed a man in dark glasses, the blue scarf covering his head, brandishing a knife as people ran, screaming for help. The man appeared to shout on the name of Jesus Christ as he waved the knife in the air, while people nearby heard screaming, police, police. Slashed a man carrying rucksacks who tried to approach him. And what happened to the person? He first came across a mother who said to me, run, run, there's someone stabbing everyone. Yeah, so again, really, really glad. I feel like if you were, I feel like if that happened in Texas, that didn't happen in Texas. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you fuck around and find out like that in other places. It really doesn't seem like that happens to me. And let's see, was it a mostly peaceful knife or a high capacity assault knife? Yeah, that's not an assault weapon. You're stabbing little babies and their moms, but you're not assaulting them like you would with an AR. Thank God he wasn't there with a. I think we can all be glad. Thank God he didn't have a gun, and thank God nobody else had a gun to defend themselves. Wonder how that French asylum he's seeking is going to go. Do you think they'll give him asylum in France? Do you think they'll let him stay? I feel like you ship him back to, well, I don't know, ship him back anywhere. I feel like you introduce that person to a very interesting walk. The guy was just trying to show how shiny his knife was. Look, it sparkles in the sun. Look, closely, damn it. Don't run, look. Jokes aside, you stabbed a 22-month-old baby. Just asking. What good are you doing for anybody? Like, honestly, what are you providing for society that justifies or offsets the stabbing of a 22-month-old baby? I don't know. You have to, like, cure cancer for me to be like, well, I suppose that's worth stabbing a baby. But I don't think he's doing that. So I'm just saying, this is where I'm, Thanos snap time. Like, look, we've got a lot of people on this planet. We don't need all of them. Some of them are giving us great reasons or for almost seemingly volunteering to go. He was just kidding. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Boo, Yarato. Boo. And I will do a controlled burn just because. Take the warning labels off the products. Just Again, man, why? Why you got to be like that? Doesn't make sense. So let's close that story down. We have our next story that we have. A Christian UK doctor is fired for refusing to use trans pronouns. Again, appealing his case. Christian teacher banned from profession over misgendering student. Oh, that's not the same thing. I thought this was a video. We're going to have to read it. Christian doctor in the UK who lost his job for refusing to use a hypothetical patient's preferred pronouns. What? A hypothetical patient's preferred pronouns? Is appealing his firing once more after being vindicated by a medical counsel. Dr. David McCareth, 60, lost his job at the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, under the National Health Service 4 years ago. He confessed that he could not refer to patients by their gender identity instead of their biological sex during a work training session because of his Christian beliefs. McCareth said his supervisors pressured him to refer to a man 6 foot tall with a beard as she and Mrs., but he refused. His employer declared that failing to do so would fall under harassment under UK law and fired McCareth from his role as health and disability assessor, the Christian Legal Center said in a press release. After losing the appeal, McCareth is appealing his firing again to a European court after a medical council said this week that his beliefs did not make him unfit to serve. McCareth had been practicing for 26 years when he lost his job with the DWP in 2019. He filed the lawsuit against his former employer for religious discrimination, but lost his claim before the employment tribunal just 3 months later. The tribunal ruled his biblical beliefs on gender were incompatible with human dignity. Was the person alive? Oh, that's right. It was a hypothetical person. We got 26 years. Wow. Yeah, you've got a doctor with almost 3 decades under his belt, but because of his religious beliefs, he refuses to play the and look, I'm not even saying, he's not saying he won't do it for a trans person who's done the surgery. He's just saying if like a big 6 foot tall dude with a beard came in, he's not going to call that lady a she. All right? You are not a she. You have a beard. I kind of like, we're getting to the end of the hour because we had a thing with that. So you know what? I'm ditching this. We're going to the other two for the last part of the hour. Because quite frankly, they're way more fun. And screw that. You guys are firing a dude because he doesn't want to follow gender pronouns. Like, I'm sorry. How many doctors you got to fill his place? Kind of feel like at this point, just keep the... I'm sorry, when it comes to health, I'm willing to... The doctor can call me up if it means he'll treat my condition. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I'm getting what I need from the doctor in a medical sense, I really don't care if he could call me a lady. Like, look, bitch. And I'll be like, all right, I get it. You know?
Cheer 100.
Thank you, Wes Salty. But this whole, like, oh, no, you won't do that. That's discriminatory. And really? Is it a huge problem? I don't even remember what bird that is. I don't know how many I have left. Shit. So now to something fun. Joy Behar is facing backlash because of a what some are calling blackface controversy. because of what she said on The View. Now, just for context of the story, let's go to what she said on The View, and then we'll talk about how most people are perceiving it.
And he's one of these guys who, he's like Clarence Thomas, black Republican who believes in pulling yourself by your bootstraps, rather than, to me, understanding the systemic racism that African Americans face in this country and other minorities. He doesn't get it, neither does Clarence.
Right.
And that's why they're Republicans.
Yeah. I know.
So that's what she said. Blah, Joy is the worst. Yeah, that's what she said. And granted, nobody on the panel really gave her any backlash. However, the View host is under fire for comments she made on Tuesday's episode stating that the Republicans, Tim Scott, did not get racism. A clip of Tuesday's episode where she supposedly said went viral on Twitter, triggering instant backlash from users. The clip was posted by Clark Davis, blah, blah, blah. Her comments caused a massive stir on Twitter and other social media platforms. Many called her out for stating that a black man doesn't get racism. She was also reminded by social media users of her blackface controversy from 2016. Tim Scott himself responded to the clip on Twitter by calling himself the candidate that the radical left fears the most. When a black conservative who believes in the future of this nation stands up to be counted, they lose their minds. That's why I'm the candidate the radical left fears the most. Okay. On Tuesday's episode of The View, and her co-host discussed Tim Scott, blah, 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 blah. There's Clarence Thomas. Trump welcomes Tim Scott to the 2024 race. The black community had my back, Joy Behar, on her blackface controversy. No. I don't care about the controversy. That's not the thing. You're linking stories together. I hate when people do that. All right, so overall, Joy Behar is like, oh, these black people, they don't understand racism because they're Republicans. It's a long line of Joy opening her mouth. Is her middle name Les, by the way? Joy Les Behar? Yay, I'm here. Hello, everyone. Hey, Sandy. Good to see you. We had a crazy level 6 hype train earlier, so we're having a great day. We're going all the way till 5:30 throughout this week and next, and I have no idea. I have to check on things after that. Why is it always white liberal women are the spokesperson for all races and genders? I mean, really, whenever you have a cause, the first thing you ask is,
hey, where are the white women at?
Oh my God, that was up way too loud. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So this last story that, I thought this was a video. Fuck. Oh, there is a video. Okay, so we'll read about it and then we'll get to the video. So this last story is a runner is hospitalized after being attacked by cows on a Colorado trail. Aggressive cattle have been recently charging runners on the popular path. Runners are having a hard time steering clear of aggressive cattle on the Meadowlark Trail near Superior, Colorado, a boulder open space trail. Most recently, a runner who was attacked by a small herd Tuesday morning, which temporarily closed the trailhead, according to the Times call. Another person called 911 after seeing the runner trying to protect herself on the ground while surrounded by 15 to 20 cows. The report said most seemed to be mothers with their calves. Rangers responded within 15 minutes, and the runner was taken to the hospital. Her condition is unknown. Trail users have been reporting aggressive cattle. The Meadowlark falls within a cattle grazing area. according to the outlet, which has prompted rangers to post warning signs. Megan Hertzel, a runner who frequents the Meadowlark Trail, was charged on Tuesday, but managed to avoid injury. There's nothing more terrifying than looking behind you to see a herd of very large mooing animals charging at you, Hertz told the Runner's World. I think one brushed me. It was that close. Hetzel said that, Hertz, it's Hetzel, not Hertz. You don't spell the name the same way. Jesus. Hetzel said she had seen the cows with their calves on this trail for the past 4 years, but never had an issue. She recently took a video of the large cattle presence on another Boulder area path run. Okay, so this isn't even that video. Great. Okay, so holy shit, that's a lot of cows, though. This is only a minute-long video. Okay. Boop. Okay, there's no audio, I'm assuming. That's a lot of cows. Dude, if they get aggressive, you be fucked. Let's go back again. That is a lot of cows. One, there's just going to be shit everywhere. I mean, that one looks like they're taking a dump right now. Oh, that's a calf. That is a calf. Ooh. Ooh, you be in trouble. Yep, just walk slowly. Just stand there. I would run like hell, motherfucker. Don't hang out around the calves. Who's controlling these cows? There's another calf. Right. Cow flop. Cow flop, cow flop. Angry cow. Cow flop. Cow flop, cow flop. Angry cow. 2 cows enter, no cow leave. Holy Jesus. Cows are fairly harmless unless you get a bull pissed at you. Apparently, there's a herd of them on this trail, and they are not harmless. They have sent one person to the hospital. I don't think, holy Jesus. Now there's a video of sheep following a trail runner in France. This is kind of weird. Apparently the flock of sheep got lost and followed her for her whole run. All right, you know what? We weren't even on this story. We're going to this one now. It linked it to us. This is fucking weird. So she's on a run. Oh, look. There's a flock of like 100 sheep. Apparently the whole flock of sheep got lost and followed her for her whole run. You've got 100 new pets? That is a raid incoming. Why would a raid be incoming? We are not, or I suppose that is for that. That's what that video is. That's a raid incoming. Cow propaganda. They want us to eat lamb meat.
I feel strangely
oh shit, you're right.
to its presence.
Well, thank you very, very much for that raid. Okay. I don't want to see that. All right, we're done with that. Thank you very much for the raid, Mediddy, Big Brain Nerd, everybody else. Glad to see you joining us. 2 fishes. And I think that's SS Stern. Good to see you all. Glad to see you. Waka flocka sheep. Did the runner have a beef with the cows? No, Taste Fairy, the runner did not have beef with the cows. I am losing my mind now. I'm freaking spacing out. Okay, so we have a show going for the next 2.5 hours. And we just got done with our first hour content, so awesome. I'm going to pull the audio down. Don't do any sound drops or bits or subs or stickers. Fat Conan, the I ran so far away thing. Yeah, that's cool. Let's grab this. See, you did a shart at the worst possible time. I had the sound down because I'm loading stories for this. We're gonna see a video from a survivor of the Iowa building collapse, talking about what it was like being in there. We have an update on Daniel Penny, the Marine. We've got a video that I'm gonna show you, which I mentioned in there. How do you like your ribs? We're going to see how one person likes theirs. You might have a new idea of something to do when you're on the road. And then we've also got a super cringe video of a dude getting shut down on a live stream. So it's going to be fun for the second hour. Don't go anywhere for that. P. Salty saying hashtag reparations for Rorito. I have no idea who that is. I have no idea. All right, then. I'm going to trust you know what you're talking about, because I don't. Oh, Jesus.
A building get tore down.
Oh. Meh. There we go. Now we've got it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Speaking of ribs, it smells like barbecue for the last 3 days. I am off to get tacos for a bit. We'll leave the stream on. Well, thank you, Two Fishes. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining the show. We have got, like I said, a show running for another 2.5 hours. We had an amazing amount of support on the hype train and everything else. But if you want to support the show, we also have a Streamlabs thing now, too. So how do we do that? Let's see if it just does it like this. Control C. Let's see how this works. Control V. There we go. Hey, it does work. I put in the links I'm putting in the chat are the PayPal or the Streamlabs if you want to tip through the Streamlabs thing. Someone had mentioned wanting a Streamlabs option, so there you go. And there we go. I think that does everything. Hi. Fuck. Oh. Thank you, Dear Butch, for the 100 bits. Good to see you. Alrighty. Anyways, so getting over now to that Iowa Survivor video. I am so space brained between the burns and the steroids. But the controlled burns making the steroid thing feel a lot better, though. So it's a give and take. Bloody Butch. Why are you saying Bloody Butch? I love Dear Butch. Dear Butch is a big supporter of this show.
He's gotta puke! He's gotta puke!
Thank you, Dear Butch, for the 100 bits. Thank you very, very much. All right, let's get to this video. Again, a survivor of the Iowa apartment collapse files a suit and speaks out. I don't know much about the Iowa apartment collapse, but I do know if you're in an apartment building that does collapse, you're gonna make that noise. You know what? Fuck it. Transition time. Boop. And the lady behind her looks extremely either angry and or smug. I don't know which.
You don't see yourself as a victim?
No, I'm a survivor. I fought my way like hell to get through that day.
What were you doing?
I'm a survivor. I'ma work harder. I'm not gonna give up, even though the floor did. I gotta, like, no offense, lady. This isn't any criticism of your weight, but did you feel partially responsible for just a split second? Was this a nightmare you've had before?
That day when all of a sudden, I mean, everything changed.
It was a normal day for us. It was like a crack in the window. Then it continued within the same minutes. We've seen another one, and I'm like, ooh, maybe something is a little, I'm a little nervous. I got a little nervous. I said, something's wrong.
We both were at the door. We each had a cat in our hands, and I reached to grab the door.
Like, imagine hearing a building get tore down. That's how it sounded when it just, everything just fell. Everything just fell, and I fell.
While help got to the scene quickly, they couldn't get Peach out for at least 6 hours.
What were you thinking when all of a sudden, I mean, hours were going by and you still were trapped?
I have to make it. For her especially, I have to survive this. I have to be able to tell this story. I got these metal pipes of water, gallons of water just pouring on me. I'm just soaking wet with metal pieces everywhere.
I'm amazed you didn't die of hypothermia then. Oh, ain't that a peach? She was trapped in the debris. Yeah. Yeah, she was trapped in the debris. She split her pants. I'm sure she probably had a little bit of a dookie event. I would wager that probably got a little rough. I feel like it probably got a little bad. Look, I'm just wondering, I don't know how anyone else is about this, and you can say I'm insensitive. Did the cats get out okay? You better have saved those cats. I'm just saying, you better have saved those cats. Look, I'm glad that you're here to share your amazing story of survival, but you better have saved those cats, because if you didn't save those cats, you know what? Take the camera off. I don't want to be emotional. If she didn't save those cats, man.
And I was taking pieces of the floor, anything I could find around me, like covering my head so that I didn't drown. In my mind, I'm just like, how could I be trapped under so much? They were digging me out for hours and hours and hours, to the point where they had to cut my foot on the scene.
Her doctor says he amputated her leg on the scene.
There was nothing to think about. I wanted to live. I didn't want to be trapped. I didn't want to be, I didn't want more debris to fall on me, because it was already hard enough. And to be honest, I didn't want the firefighters to have to be trapped or beaten down or bruised with anything. Like, I wanted everyone to make it out of there alive.
But what about the cats?
And with no hesitation, amputate what you have to do. Do what you have to do to get me out of here.
What do you think when you look down there?
Bad wound.
On the scene, a red dress marks where their apartment once stood. An apartment building where just days before the collapse, inspectors noticed a brick surface had separated from an interior wall and appeared ready to fall imminently, according to a letter addressed to whom it may concern from an engineer dated May 24th.
You know how they knew about it? They were told time and time again.
It's why
Holy
Peach and
shit.
Lexus Berry.
Stevie Lou is a lawyer? Go back.
A concern from an engineer dated May 24th.
You know how they knew about it? They were told time and time again.
Is that not Stevie Lou? Boy, diabetes is going to suck now. Oh, Fallen. No. Debris. She knew the word. Say it 6 times. 3 blokes died. I don't know how many people died. But again, we're talking about the lady who survived and was Stevie Lou. He's been on the Steel Toe Show and a guest host on Wednesdays and on the Backyard Boys podcast that I am. I want to rock. You know, it does look a little bit like Dee Schneider. But if it were Dee Schneider, I'd be like, and I'll tell you another thing, man. I don't understand how this building could stand at all with the pussy-ass music we have today. This is Dee Snider in the House of Hair.
It's why Peach and Lexus Berry are suing, alleging the warning signs were known much earlier than a few days prior.
The family wants the owners of the building, the engineers, the contractors, held responsible for this tragic and 100% preventable event.
But not everything can be recovered in a courtroom.
When I closed my eyes, I heard the cracking again. I heard the falling, the dropping again. It's like, is it going to happen again? Like, am I safe in the building I'm in?
What did this take from you?
I don't think it really took anything from me.
Really?
Because you can't take my peace. You can't.
You just said how you have horrible nightmares. We're very well aware you lost a leg. Look, you know, bravo to you for being a survivor. But what has this taken from you? Again, what about the cats? What about, I have not had confirmation on the well-being of 2 cats.
You can't take my hope. You can't take my power. This is just another stepping stone to my story.
A stepping stone? I feel like stepping stone might be something you don't necessarily want to I'm just saying you might have trouble with This is just another part to my story. Oh, now we're doing Dee Snider lines, I guess. Gwyneth, someone asked you that question. You say it took everything from me. You can't, you say it took everything away from you. I can't feel safe anywhere. I go, it took my leg. It hurts. You're not. All right. You're not what? Sorry, I dropped my lighter again. It took my leg. It hurts, but it still hurts at least until you get paid. We're not going to fall. We're not going to fall when it collapses. Those who live in collapsing houses should not cast the first stone. Don't you see no debris? Don't you hear no debris? Because you're going to get buried in rubble. I love this show. Alrighty. So here we go. Again, thank you for that raid. That was lovely. We are going to keep on going for another 2 hours here. And thank you, everybody watching on Rumble. Again, we have the Rumble chat up if you want to use it. And we now have the new pay links for someone who was asking for a thing through Streamlabs. So I think we got a tip thing through that. I think it was Zen Rhino or somebody. Anyways, I don't think I had this. Was it? Oh, SS Stern. Yeah, what's up, SS Stern? And just, you might all be wondering what's at the bar at the bottom of the screen. Well, if Well, not all. Some of you might be wondering what's with the bar at the bottom of the screen. If another 65 bits come in stickers, the stickers go free for a limited time, and everyone gets to have fun with a sticker party. So here we go. Our next story is... No, this isn't one that I was doing, I think. So ditch it. That one was just because it rolled over, isn't it? Like a dog.
He is a hero. He is...
Okay, so our next story is about Daniel Penny, the Marine vet accused of the fatal subway chokehold. He's revealing why he stepped in. As a Marine veteran, Daniel Penny watched an erratic homeless man allegedly threaten to murder terrified passengers on a New York City subway, including women and... Fox. I was trying to read a story. This is literally harmful to people trying to use your fucking website, okay? Literally, fucking stop. I gotta find someone that I can write about this or something, because Jesus. All right. Watched erratic homeless man allegedly threaten to murder terrified passengers on a New York City subway, including women and children. He said he felt a moral obligation to act. Years earlier, he had internalized the messages of human rights activist Eli Wiesel, who spoke to his high school class about the Holocaust after the students read Night, the author's autobiographical account of the Nazi death camps. One of the overall messages he talked about was the good people did nothing. Penny told Fox News Digital, "It's that lesson that I carry with me to this day." Penny dragged Jordan Neely, 30, to the floor. Yeah, we know about that. If Neely had carried out his threats, he would have killed somebody. Penny, who remains so traumatized by the experience, he has not boarded a subway train since. Despite the specter of a 5 to 15-year prison term looming over him, Penny said he does not regret the decision that has turned his life upside down in ways he could never have imagined. Penny grew up working hard-class neighborhood, South Shore, Long Island. 3 sisters when it split when he was 11. They're raised by grandparents. Avid surfer. Right. He joined the service, went out helping the world. Penny spoke with Fox News Digital, lawyers off of Zoom, black suit. That's not about why he's doing this. Infantry squad leader. Yeah. We want to talk about all the amazing stuff he's done everywhere. He's a great person. Right. So it was just, we literally have that. People were terrified. Women and children were screaming. I felt a need to get involved. I'll buy it. I mean, honestly, if you're threatening to kill people, but I get it. He's a white guy, and the other guy wasn't white, so it's obviously a race thing, and we have to punish him because he killed a black person. It's just... Look, plenty of black people who didn't need to die died, and the white person did it, and that white person deserves to pay for that crime. We'll get to that story a little later. But I feel like we get a little too hung up on this sometimes. I mean, the guy was a homeless person who had accosted people on subways before. And by the way, I wonder why he felt the need to get involved, you know? Why would you get involved in subway business? I don't know. You just ride a train, right? Well, we've got an 18-second video here showing you what's about to happen after a group of people got off a subway or going to a subway. So... there's a group of people. Okay. Where's the attack part? This is not... Are these the suspected people? I guess those are the suspects. Oh, attacking a 50-year-old man. So those are the suspects leaving the scene. Okay. The New York City Police Department is searching Thursday for a group of suspects investigators are saying wanted for a gang assault of a 50-year-old man at a subway station in Brooklyn. The unprovoked attack happened Friday around 9:45 p.m., police said in a statement to Fox News Digital. The victim, a 50-year-old male, was standing on the mezzanine level in the Stillwell Avenue, Coney Island subway station when, unprovoked, he was approached by a group of unknown individuals who punched and kicked the victim about the head and body before fleeing the station on foot. The NYPD said the victim was removed by EMS to NYU Hospital in Brooklyn in serious but stable condition. Footage released, let's go to this. Boop. Footage released by investigators shows the suspects walking away from the subway station. So we've got these folks right here looking for. At one point, an individual can be seen attempt to do a backflip but failing. The motive for the alleged attack is unclear. The incident follows a series of reported attacks in the New York City subway in May. In one case on May 19th, police said a 33-year-old victim reported that he was riding the southbound D train in Manhattan when he noticed another individual aboard the train acting erratically, according to a report from WABC. The victim said the erratic individual then approached him unprovoked and slashed him on the chin with an unknown sharp object. The suspect then fled when the train stopped at the 53rd Street and 7th Avenue. The victim was transported to Bellevue Hospital and was reportedly in stable condition. There are no arrests, and the investigation remains ongoing. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Accosted with no change. Catch ya, missy. What? Have to drive downtown. Would love to stay, but thanks for the stream. Well, thank you, SS Stern. Thanks for the raid. All right. But young bloke failed at a silly backflip. EMS was sent to the area. Thereafter, a slew of shit ensued. Oh. Oh, and they even mentioned here, incidents come as crime on city subways has gained renewed attention amid the controversial death of Jordan Neely, who was acting erratically and threatening passengers on the train earlier this month before he was confronted and placed in a chokehold by Marine veteran Daniel Penny. Again, Jordan Neely. Much like the George Floyd situation, it's just this isn't one where we should just be like, oh, how dare this person? He killed that guy. Like, it wasn't like there was much of a choice. That guy was acting pretty crazy. He was threatening to hurt people. And as we've seen, apparently on the subway now, that's a trend. Just a little bit erratic. Yeah, just a little bit erratic. Same way the guy who got slashed in the chin saw a person acting just a little bit erratic. I'm not saying what Daniel Penny did was good. I'm simply saying, what option did he have? How many people on that train are upset for what he did? How many people are like, no, don't stop. How could you? I don't know who that is. Anyways, so that's that. The New York City subway passenger got accosted. This is how you get Batman, you know? This is how you get Batman. That kind of shit is how you get Batman.
Charcy.
All right. And pull the audio down for this because that's loud. Alrighty, so I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if he's part of Barstool. I'm gonna call him a fucking, god damn it, now I'm forgetting his name. Tenacious D, Jack Black wannabe. Thank you, Jesus. So this is a Jack Black wannabe explaining how he likes his ribs. There's a bar I will have an old fashioned, please. Alrighty. Imagine if what? Anyways, so bathroom baby back ribs. I can almost guarantee you this is a hotel bathroom. I was trying to think of a way to preface this, and because I've seen what's about to happen. Fuck it.
Bathroom baby back ribs. A towel helps grip and remove the membrane. Char Siu is an excellent rib rub. Place your ribs in a 200-degree oven. Nothing to sear. Roast 4 hours. Glaze with honey and return to oven for 3 more hours. Pretend you saw me at my sides here.
I want my baby back ribs with barbecue sauce, flush. Oh, I should have done it with that. I could have done it right. You've spent 7 hours cooking ribs in a hotel bathroom. Sandy Squatch saying, I would think the hairdryer would burn out before you could get that done. Ribs cooked properly aren't that great. Ribs cooked that way aren't even worth it. Or at least start a fire. No idea, man. I feel like someone would notice, though. That freeze frame is disconcerting. Is that even corn? Oh, no, it's corn. He's about to reveal. Wonder how much DNA is in there. Yeah, that's another thing. How much are you trusting the pillowcase that you're cooking your ribs in? You know? Who knows? Oh, you have to wonder about any hair you find in your food. Like, I just, taste fairy kind of genius. I knew somebody would be in favor of it, but goddamn, man. I gotta pull my camera off screen for just a second. But look at this shit, man. Here, let's go a second. He's gonna start setting up his plate. See, so he added the corn and the potato. He did all of this in the hotel room, and I feel very strongly that if the hotel management knew about it, he would be in trouble. That's a very little corn. I don't know. The corn isn't so bad. The potato looks okay. Now, he did this with half of the ribs. He still has the other half. And this is probably the worst part of the video.
Success. Bathroom.
No. Not success. Not success. Again, I am assuming you were watching over this concoction. You spent 7. Was that a pube? No, not Cardiff. Corndiff. What's Corndiff? What? He should have just went to Applebee's. Yeah, I feel like you could have just gone somewhere and gotten ribs for way less effort. You could have just gone somewhere, gotten ribs. I don't know if it would have been cheaper, probably. If the hotel charged by the wattage, definitely not. I feel like if you actually no, you have to include the hotel room cost in the thing. Well, unless you were going to be staying there anyway, then you're paying that either way. But again, bathroom baby back ribs. I move the homeless to hotels, they said. Ignatz. Oh my God, yes. Fat Conan. I want my toilet back ribs. Got it that time. Is that meat cooked? I don't know. Let me look in the toilet for the color match. Oh. Now, I heard of toilet wine, but I ain't never heard of toilet ribs before. Oh, that is foul, sir. Bed bugs and bad pork, the perfect family vacation. I feel like the diarrhea that those ribs give you. Oh my God, I'm sorry. 3 sneezes. Make a wish. Anyways, I feel like the diarrhea that those ribs give you would lead you to clog the toilet you have now covered in barbecue grease. And just, if you get really sick from that, you'll be in the bathroom puking, and all you'll smell are the ribs, which will be making you puke even more. Oh, man. Fallen saying, why, Johnny, why? Why what? Show somebody cooking ribs in their bathroom with a pillowcase? Because I saw it, so you should see it too. How? Everything was 1 inch thick. I have no idea, but he showed that he could cook it and he could do it. He apparently got it up to temp. Actually, someone was saying that the hairdryer would burn out. I can actually tell you that for a fact that no, it wouldn't. Because my dehydrator is quintessentially the same thing. So let me tell you for a fact, he can cook this way. You can cook ribs this way. Let's see what some of the responses were. Ha ha ha. Seems like something Frank would do. Put that man in jail. He's definitely already been there if he can cook like that. Someone call the cops on this man. Finally, you guys found this dude. Okay. I can't unsee this. What the hell? And then someone doing the Ben Affleck meme for room service. Oh, there we go. We got a sticker party. Thank you, Sandy. So there it is. If you want a chance to hit the stickers. I'm guessing we lost I Have a Wedgie. It's a shame.
2, 1, go!
Haven't seen him in the chat. I use my hairdryer to thaw pipes every winter. I'm using the same one. I've been using the same one for like 10 years. Yeah, no, my dehydrator that I have, it's an old-ass dehydrator. It's quintessentially just a bunch of plastic rings that a hairdryer sits in. It doesn't have like a hairdryer handle, but it's a hairdryer. And that's all you do. You turn that thing on for a while. Could have used a hair straightener to get a good char on it, says Fat Conan. Yeah. He should use a black light in that room. Imagine what the guy before him did. Oh, yeah. I just, the comments on that tweet are funny. All righty. So there we go. We're going to do a, we're going to do a serious story for a bit. And then hopefully, I think that's all the downer material done for the day. So we'll do the serious story. We'll get through that. And then we have a fun video to laugh at. And it'll be like awesome possum. You know what I mean? And we're on track. So thank you for that sticker party. Let's go ahead and get that off the screen. That was so fun. Thank you for that, everyone. Super awesome to have you on the show, whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Rumble. Thank you so much. Florida woman who fatally shot neighbor appears in court. Sheriff releases details of racist threats. St. Petersburg, Florida, a white Florida woman accused of shooting and killing her black neighbor told investigators she had been threatened by the victim for months leading up to the slaying. According to an arrest report released Thursday that detailed allegations of the rapist. I misspoke. I would like to retract that statement and say I said a horrible thing that is completely not true about this case. And I would like to restate what I was supposed to say. The racist epithets. This is why you can't let your brain, your words. Cheers, Dear Butch, says Sandy Squatch. Yes. Thank you for that, Shard. The racist epithets and physical threats to the victim's young children.
Fuck off.
The report, thank you, Dear Butch, for the 750 channel. The report from the Marion County Sheriff's Office came out shortly after Susan Louise Lawrence, 58, made her initial appearance in court in Thursday by video. She has been charged with first-degree felony of manslaughter with a firearm, as well as culpable negligence, battery, and 2 counts of assault. Sheriff Billy Woods said in a statement. Lawrence appeared wearing a black protective vest, answered the judge's questions about her finances, and her attorney, an assistant public defender appointed by the judge, entered a written plea of not guilty. Thank you, Fat Conan, for the shard. A bond hearing will be scheduled in the coming days. In the statement to the investigators after the shooting, a 35-year-old black mother, Lawrence, was quoted as saying she had had problems for 2 years with children in the neighborhood not respecting her, including the victim's children, who range in age from 3 to 12 years old. Okay. She advised that the children of Owens had told her in the past that they would kill her, the report said. The day of the shooting, Lorenz told investigators she had had a headache and that the neighbors were outside screaming and yelling. Kids were running around in a grassy area separating the 2 apartment quadruplex buildings. Oh, my God. You're in an apartment complex? I thought this was a lady from one house and a lady from another house. Are you fucking kidding me? You live in an apartment complex and you're pissed that the kids are running around screaming and not respecting you? The day of the shooting, she had a headache. She came out of her house and gave the children the middle finger and also said, "Get away from my house, you black slave," according to the report. Is that a racist epithet?
On television, us children are starting to see and hear more and more graphic queefing.
That's some fresh-looking Gatorade. Yeah, Gatorade is one of the things that helps when I'm on the IV methylprednisolone steroid stuff. It puts a horrible taste in your mouth. Gatorade kind of gets it out of there. and it helps me feel better. So the middle finger was graphic. She called them black slaves. I mean, I feel like I would laugh at that if I was like all of the racist stuff that a black person may have heard in their lives. I feel like calling them a black slave is just kind of. Alrighty. Lorenz admitted to detectives that she called the children the N-word. Yep, I figured. That night, while a few children were playing basketball, Lorenz came outside to throw a pair of roller skates at them, hitting one of them on the feet. So they were playing basketball. Was it a basketball court? Was there a basket somewhere? You know, it's not your space, lady. Oh, Jesus. When Owens knocked on her door, Lorenz claimed Owens threatened to kill her. According to... Yeah, I bet she said something like, if you accost my kids again, I will effing kill you. But she doesn't have a weapon. According to the sheriff's timelines, Lawrence called the department at 8:45 p.m. on the night of the shooting to say kids were threatening her and trespassing. She had previously placed no trespassing signs in the grassy areas, despite those being shared areas and not part of her rental. Again, you need to understand you live in an apartment complex. That ain't yours. They're not respecting me. You don't understand rules, lady. Terrible case of mofophobia. All right, wait a minute. What? 99 bits, small egg picker. We were all slaves, really. Why bring race into it? Nothing to blame for this but racist division peddled by institutions. R.I.P. Terrible case of mofophobia. All right. I agree. Thank you for the 100 bits in a roundabout way, small egg picker. Okay, so many details about the case remain unclear, such as the owner of a red T-shirt that says, "She slays, this means war."
Cheer
What?
100, no problem, dude. Smiley face.
Thank you, small egg picker. What? She slays, this means war, which was found at the scene according to a report. What? While deputies were on their way, more calls came in to 911 about shots heard in the same area. One of Owen's children called 911 to say his mother had been shot, according to the timeline. Lorenz also called again, saying she had shot a woman through her front door. Deputies arrived about 3 minutes later to find Owens lying on the ground. She was pronounced dead at a hospital a half hour later. Lorenz claimed that Owens banged on the door so hard everything started shaking, and she thought the door was going to come off, and that she panicked and said to herself, "Oh my God, she's really going to kill me this time." That's when Lawrence fired a single round from her .38 caliber handgun. Noting that Lawrence also had a second handgun in the home. Lawrence advised that she purchased the firearm for protection after an altercation with the victim. Okay. During a news conference Wednesday afternoon, the victim's family, friends, and community joined leaders who became well-known representing Trayvon Martin. This is not a difficult case. He called the state's attorney office to zealously prosecute the shooter. Crump, along with Owen's mother and multiple neighbors, noted during the news conference that the feud the sheriff spoke of was between Lawrence and neighborhood children. Neighbors said Lawrence frequently called the children vile names while they played in the grassy area outside her home. You, not your home. Stop calling it her home. Couple people rang 911, then she shot. She called 911 to say that the lady was banging on the door and that she felt threatened. And on the way, things escalated. She then shot the lady. Then people called 911 to say shots fired. Someone called 911 to say my mom was shot. She called 911 to say I shot an attacker. Parents should have backed off. But she should have realized she lives in an apartment. It's not your house. You don't own that. She didn't like the kids playing in front of her house. You didn't like the kids playing in front of Jesus. You didn't like the kids playing in front of your apartment. F you for doing that. You threw a fucking roller skate at her kids. Yeah, you threw a roller skate at her kids. I'm surprised she came over to your door and caused all that ruckus. What do you hydrate? What do you dehydrate, Johnny? I have no idea, Fallen. What do you I use my dehydrator usually to make jerky. Turkey jerky. I love making turkey jerky with ground turkey, especially extra lean. Like, ground turkey is really lean in general. You get it the right way where it's lean and it's packaged a specific way. Not just the chubs. Like, you can use a chub, but there's a lot of moisture in those. So anyways, it's great. You can do it with low sodium. I like making turkey jerky. That's what I dehydrate. I have a sound drop for that, I think. All right. So yeah, that lady, that whole stand your ground thing. No. She's got to beat the door off the hinges. And I feel like you don't need to fire the gun. You just need to scream, lady, you just need to scream, ma'am, I'm in my apartment and I have a gun. And by the way, we need to start putting this bitch, I like jerking my turkey too, says Fat Conan. Deer Butch saying venison jerky is awesome. Actually, venison jerky is very good, but I never get any because I don't hunt deer, and so I never have venison. What kind of seasonings do you like on your jerky? I have a personal mix I use. A variety of garlic and other things. I don't want to go into my rubs. Ignatz with a, where's that emote from? Whose emote is that? Anna Cake D4. Ah, you were watching Anna Cake's channel. Nice. Going for those D4 streamer links. I saw the rewards. It's nice. I might actually, and thank you for the 100 bits, Sandy. I like garlic and Creole or Cajun. I do an Italian Greek kind of seasoning. I use Cavender's and I use garlic, a little bit of rosemary. I like some parsley if I can get that in there. And then I think that's it. Yeah. Recipe Corner with Johnny. Yeah, we're talking meats. The Game Over podcast. We have the meats. Alrighty, so we have one other video we're going to watch here. This is only 44 seconds long, and I don't know who Kiara Kitty. Sorry, I'm burping. It's horrible. It's the Gatorade. Kiara Kitty is apparently an IRL streamer, and she went on a date with somebody. And I'll say this, Kiara Kitty is one of those people who's an IRL streamer because she's very cute. But from what I can gauge of this video, that's literally all she's got going for her. However, this video isn't really about her so much as it is about the man she's with. I'm guessing they were on some sort of a date. It seems like they're on an Uber or something on the way home. And someone just threw her $5. Shark in the Dark donating $5, saying, make the world and yourselves happier. Kiss him, Kiara. You have the longer neck, and it's 2019. Make the move. So she's telling him, or he's telling her, Shark in the dark. Or wait. No, Shart in the dark. Oh my God, Shart in the dark. Shart in the dark, and you're to blame. Alrighty. Kira equals my dog's name. Twitch thought. Come on. Well, you're not wrong. However,
is gonna win.
Make the world and yourselves happier. Kiss him, Kiara. You have the longer neck and it's 2019. Make the move.
so they just went on a nice little, I guess, date or something. There's some physical interaction. She's putting her head against his. This is like all plus signs, right? A bad name. Well, it's her streamer name. I'm not going to fault anyone. I'm called Just Kidding LLC. So most people call me Johnny. I prefer to be called Johnny K. Other people call me Johnny Crutches. And I just don't want to have my last name ever be a thing. But yeah. Anyways, so let's see how this pans out. You baited the water. You threw it in. Oh, so you got $2 from Jesse. You got $2 from JJ 3040. And now Shart in the dark with 5. Let's see the magic happen. Did they play the song? Did they play the song? And this is from 2019. So, all right then. I'd kiss him for $10, says Ignatz. Kiss her, Urkel. Well, he's certainly hoping so.
I think it's a nice song.
I think it's a nice song.
I can't wait to see a mom. Do you have fun today?
Oh, he didn't get no action. All of a sudden, she's looking like Yoko. All shit aside. No, she's a very, very beautiful woman. Very beautiful woman. But you know he was hoping that was going to be the kiss action. He was really hoping for the kiss action, and she pretty much just went, nope. Oh, he was sad. I didn't realize that was from 2019. Is she still streaming? You put a bow tie on, you expect things. That sideways was Yoko, mate. She's a scammer, boo.
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
Friend zone, stop the car and get out. Boo this girl. Yes, boo this girl.
Boo this man!
I know it says man. I can't change it. You know, I can't change the gender.
Hey, where are the white women at?
I mean, she wasn't, but, you know, she was exotic. Stop the car. I've been friend zoned. I mean, maybe he's hoping that things will happen off stream and that it won't happen. I mean, no, she's totally going to friend zone him. He'd be lucky to slip a ditch. Which he didn't. Young fella dodged a bullet. How did the young fellow dodge a bullet? Quite frankly, I don't know. Looked like a lovely young lady to me. If things are going your way, I wouldn't complain. You know what you should do? Take her out for a night on the town, then bring her back to your hotel room for some hairdryer ribs. That's what you do. That's how you treat a lady with class. You'd be like, no. I cooked you a meal. And be like, but you rented a hotel room. Like, yeah, I still managed to cook because I'm crazy awesome like that. I made you some ribs. We're just going to eat and fuck. If you have to bribe her, she ain't worth it. She didn't bribe her. The stream bribed her. She's still streaming. When did he dodge it? I just passed it again. Legs spread, sticking up in the air. Still, if you're interested in her, she's clearly what the is Rusty Graham? I feel like you phrased that poorly, deliberately, sir. I feel like that was intentional. Shots fired. All right, shots fired. Okay, so hair dryer ribs. Okay, so we got all those done. That's our second hour stories out of the way. Again, thank you for joining us on this show. I don't even need to do the laugh tracks anymore, and everybody else does them. If you're watching on Rumble, remember we do have the chat up over here on the screen. We'll get to those chats. Mikey Two Milks joining us. Good to see you, Mikey. Tempted to do a Diablo stream. Nah, I want to hang out with my daughter. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. Sorry, I was this close to being like, you know what? I got it on the computer now. I've been playing it on the computer. I should do a Diablo stream. Like, nah. Johnny, now that Mikey is here, could you please restart the show, brother? Thanks. Yeah, we'll just start all over again. I kind of deleted links, so I can't get the stories back. So, sorry. Once they're gone, they're gone. It's not true. Shut up. Don't tell them. Alrighty, so we have.
See my cracker?
Actually, they've got a funny story now that you say that. I'm going to pull the audio down, though, so I'm going to give it a second to make sure no other sound drops come through, but then I'm going to drop the audio. So if you haven't done anything yet, please don't for just a moment while I load hour 3 up into the video. Here we go. All right, the audio is down. Here we go. We're going to be talking about an issue that happened with a woman pretending to be a man. So this is going to be an interesting one. We have a Boston Medical Center handing out fake penises at an all-ages trans resistance march. I didn't even know such a thing existed. And then, is this the YouTube one? I think this is the YouTube one. So we just already did that. We'll just pause that. We've got a story about some people finding severed heads. That's going to be interesting. We've got a jury convicting Oregon man of, well, we'll just have to get to it. And then we've got an interesting video to watch at the end of the hour, just because it's extremely trippy. It's only a minute long, and it freaks me out. And, all right, there we go.
Counties in Oregon.
All righty, there we go. Actually, we might be able to do the video for that. That one looks like it might actually work on the video. Sweet. We've got the audio back up for anyone that wants to do sound drops and stuff. You have the power. Thank you again for being part of the show. We are rolling for another hour and a half. And here we go. By the way, do we have a Southern Crossbones? Just remind, do we have a Buzzy update? Got any news on Buzzy? Thank you, Fat Conan, for the chart. I'd love an update on Buzzy. Wonder how the old ass-eating buzzard's doing. How is the weather in Quebec, bro? Is it still smoky up there? Mikey's in Quebec? Why is Mikey in Canada? I'm assuming that's the last of the controlled birds. Because I really don't want to smoke anymore. I think we're done. It's just good for the day. Montreal Mike resides in Canada, brother. What? Mikey Two Milks doesn't live in Canada. I don't think Montreal Mike is I am now confused. Buzzy update, he is old and fucked up and needs prayers. Other than that, he's still posting on Facebook. Well, so you're saying we're all right. That's all that's important. Is that
So there could
alrighty. Anyhow, our first story. Anyways, our first story: a British woman accused of tricking a nearsighted woman into sex by pretending to be a man while requesting that the woman take off her glasses. Georgia Billam, a 21-year-old woman who went by the alias George Perry, allegedly tricked a 19-year-old girl into a sexual relationship by creating fake social media profiles, messaging the victim with the username George132, according to a report. After talking online, the duo agreed to meet in 2021. The teenaged woman's reported very poor vision was allegedly exploited by Billam, who insisted her partner take off her glasses before engaging in any sexual activity, leaving the victim essentially blind. Used a picture of a cartoon blonde man wearing sunglasses as a social media picture, while alleging telling the victim that she wore men's clothing such as hoodies as a result of her links to an Albanian crime gang. In one instance, the victim reported that she attempted to remove Billam's Calvin Klein boxers, but was rebuffed by Billam, reasoning that she was self-conscious about fabricated scabbing scars. In a case about this defendant deceiving someone that she was, in fact, a young man, prosecutor Anna Pope said it to an open trial, according to report. Eventually, the alleged victim became frustrated with her partner's given excuses and didn't want to be touched intimately. She also stated to become suspicious when, after a traffic accident, police referred to her partner as Georgia instead of George, though Billam claimed she was using a fake driver's license. The teenage girl became increasingly suspicious as time went on and began asking Billam to prove her identity, though Billam claimed to not have a passport and instead produced photos of a young blonde man. So wait a minute, you were with this person forever? But you didn't know they were Mikey, you haven't called lately. You're down on the list. What? Wait, can lose that against my ex? Pretty sure I took the glasses off at least one time. Maybe twice if it helps. Can you use that against your ex? I don't know. Billam was eventually arrested and faces charges including sexual assault and assault by penetration. All the sexual activity that took place between those people was based on a false pretense and so did not involve true consent. Billam refused to cooperate with investigators upon her arrest and strongly denied the charges, while the defense is expected to question whether or not the alleged victim really knew Billam was a woman. So wait a minute. Boop. This is Billam. How nearsighted were you? How nearsighted? She has long hair. That is not a dude. Yaruto, assaulted by just kidding. I mean, no, but he's a man, baby. She used me. Oh, no. You never know these days. I mean, honestly, if it was an online catfishing thing, but come on. Come on. That lady. Dude looks like a lady. You were in a car accident with her, and again, you all right. I don't know if I can show it. So
At Just Kidding LLC, I just made eye contact with my dog as it took a sh*t. I feel dirty and gay now. Johnny Cheer 100.
You think that's bad? My cat has a stuffed dog that he enjoys skull fucking to his heart's content, and he really loves to growl while he does it. And if he can lock eyes with you, well, that's just the tip top of his day. It's very sadistic, very painful, and it's marred my soul. But I love the little bastard, so what are you going to do? So Boston's really getting into the pride spirit, and I don't know that I can show the video that Rebecca Bannon posted on Twitter, but I'm going to link it for anyone that wants to see it. Here is the Twitter video address. If you want to see the actual video she recorded, I will show you one scene that is blurred out on the video in the page here. Let's pull that up. Blurp. Blurp. Okay. Boop. So there are several tables, and I don't know if you can tell, but what's blurred out here are 3 different colors and shapes of male genitalia. And they got them right next to the cheese crackers, you know? You got to have... And, okay. So, again, this is at the Boston rally. Resistance March in Boston. It was a family-friendly pride event where ages of all were welcome, and there was some very inappropriate things happening. But this is from the Boston Medical Center. The Boston Medical Center. Let's play Rebs Brandon. She said she couldn't even keep filming. They had to stop her.
Different kinds of backers out there.
So they just have 3 different sizes and colors of male genitalia. They call them packers, I guess. And I guess you sit on it or something? I don't know. But they got like a table of these things. They got a bunch of them. Are they selling them or giving away?
Yeah, that's
So they're just giving out dicks. I can't even show it. I'm worried that it would get me in trouble because they're very not blurred in the video. Packers, isn't that the local sports team? No, that's in Wisconsin. But here we go. The Boston Medical Center is giving out family-friendly pride event. This time, Medical Center. They had a booth at the event, and they handed out chips, crackers, brochures, and rubber penises. I can't show, like I said, the video. These are packer penises meant for girls who think their boys do stuff in their pants. Oh, meant for girls who think their boys to do stuff in their pants so it looks like their boys down below. They had 3 sitting on a table, and they had what looked like dozens behind in Ziploc bags. And this is a hospital encouraging this. All right, well, if it's meant for that at least, I don't like to focus on kids ever when filming, but I noticed quite a few young children and teenagers during the march, ending up afterward at the parks for festivities. Yeah, no, there's literally kids. There's people bringing their kids there, and you've got, again, I just feel like maybe not having a table full of dicks when there's children. Just Boston is off my list of places to visit. Either way, still gay, says Toastmaster. Yeah, yeah, I guess I'm less offended by it than I was before. If it's just, for ladies to fake having a dick. I remember back in the 70s, my favorite saying was, "You can beat our Packers, but you can't lick our dicky." Used to be the quarterback. Yeah. That's a really fucked up saying. That's a really fucked up saying. Oh, shit. Someone, I don't know if I should read the name, so $3 donation from somebody on PayPal. Thank you very much. All right, there we go. Thank you very much. The Red Sox were a thing or whatever. Fuck all you guys. I don't know. I don't watch baseball. I think baseball, for all the flack I get from Aaron about frisbee golf and people making very avid, accurate criticisms of hockey. He played baseball, which I have to say is the super gayest sport. Just gay. Disc golf is awesome. It is awesome. And I've played regular golf and I've played disc golf. And here's why I say disc golf is superior. It's the same game, but it's played in a much more enjoyable manner. And a lot of times weeds involved. Spotted Cow is good beer. And we have ourselves a squirrel. All right, so our next story, moving right along. Our next story is in Oregon. I said I wasn't going to do any more burns, but I realized we're really close to 420. And what kind of pothead would I be if I didn't follow through that? Not sold in Minnesota because we suck. Spotted Cow? I don't know. I don't really care for beer, if I'm honest. I've never had a beer where I'm like, ooh, I want to have more of that beer. I mean, summer shandies and like blueberry shandies, lemon shandies, things. Weed is involved in either version of golf. Well, yeah, but in the other version with the little balls and the club, like I feel like they just didn't have frisbee technology back then. At least not widely available. I mean, like anyone can invent a frisbee, but back then they couldn't make them, mass produce them. You would have had, like when they invented golf, it was easier to make a ball and hit it with a stick. But quite frankly, like I said, more burns, do it for fun. Yeah, just encourage me to engage in smoking more recreational marijuana. Well, I suppose it's not recreational in Minnesota yet, so I'm still medicinal. I mean, I'm medicinal either way, but once it's recreationally available, then like fuck yeah. Anyways, rural Oregon movement to join Greater Idaho gains traction with a 12th with vote in a 12th county. Several conservative Oregon counties are looking to break away from the progressive state. Yes, if you haven't been keeping up on this story, you can be a caddy, Johnny. Get out there and just do it. I don't want to be a caddy. I want to get my legs working, and I want to go back to frisbee golfing. And if I could, if the legs are working and I can get back to frisbee golfing, I want to issue a challenge to one Mr. Imholt to a round of the disc. Round of the disc golf. I know April would be down for it because she'd be like, all right, fuck, we'll walk around outside and smoke some herb, throw some discs. I'll do it. But Aaron won't. Aaron will be a pussy. And then when he plays around and he realizes how difficult it is to play disc golf, like everyone acts like disc golf is just this like super lazy thing. Oh, you just do any water hazards. There might be a few at depending if we went Riverside. I hate water hazards though, man, because getting discs back on water hazards is a bitch, and then you got the whole like you can get floating discs, but still. Oh yeah, hey, this thing. We're late by like a minute. Whatever. We have a video, I think, on the Oregon thing, so let's go to that.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for coming on. Yeah, this is going to make even more people in Oregon want to move to your state. How do you feel about that?
You know, this has been an interesting experience from the very beginning when I was approached about just listening to a conversation, just over 2 years ago. It made sense right away. It made sense to look at some like-minded people and also for us in Idaho, why not have that conversation? We've been the fastest growing state in the nation. We have, a lot of people moving in here to look at that landmass, to look at the resources, the water, the timber, the minerals. Why not have that conversation? And on top of it, we look at what's happening to Eastern Oregon. They do not share the same values as those who are passing and making these decisions. These decisions are completely antithetical to a constitutional republic. It's really kind of disappointing.
Do both states have to agree to this?
Yes, both states would have to agree to this. And then if that happened, then it would go to Congress, and Congress would then have to approve it. And though many people say, this is not possible, there's a lot that has to happen before for this to even be considered. I say, I grant that. This seems like a big wish list, but you know what? Without taking ups and having these conversations and Oregon having their counties vote to move forward on this, it certainly wouldn't happen.
But anytime Rusty, why did I have a fucking, don't tell me we went down because my chat thing went linky on me. Good content. Welcome to the chat room. Chair versus water trap. Climb that fucking bank, bitch. What? Can you start a para-frisbee golf league? I'd play disc golf with you, but somebody stole mine. I have some discs. I have some extra discs, but I have my discs. I'd love to get back to golf. I always wanted to go around with Corey. We were always talking about doing it. Antithetical to a good golf course. I have no idea what we're talking about now. JD Rocks in the channel. Good to see you, JD Rocks. Back to this again. They've put so much. They've put so much shit on the conservative part of Oregon. The progressive side has, and they've made them pay for everything. To the point where now they're like, "Fuck it, we want to be part of Idaho." And I have to imagine the west coast part of Oregon has got to be like, "Oh, how will we continue feeding the homeless junkie habit we have going if we can't use their money for all of these programs? We're going to have to start we're not going to be able to help these downtrodden and destitute people with all of the services we provide them if how are we going to afford all this stuff? None of this really makes any money. We kind of need the taxpayers from all of that. Which is why I think Oregon will never go for it. I think it's like, you guys can't leave. We need your money. Like, that's going to be where it ends.
Personally, I think it could happen. I like the idea.
Well, I know you represent Idaho. What do you love most about it?
You know what? I was born and raised here. Idaho's, first off, it's a beautiful state. But I've had the opportunity to travel and live in many other places, and I've always come back to Idaho because of the people, because of our values. We're traditional family. We're very independent, do it yourself, not rely on the government. That's important to me, and I think we need to get back to that being important to America also.
So where does this stand? What happens next? How do we make this happen?
Yes,
You got to convince part of Oregon to vote against their interests. Good luck with that.
At this point, we've been engaged for the last 2 years in conversations. As a matter of fact, 2 years ago, myself, I was the chair of a committee and it teamed with the Senate. We invited Oregon down to come and present to us. And right now, we've actually taken a resolution, joint memorial resolution through on the House side. It's passed. And so we've now sent it to the Senate side. And so we'll see. If not this year, it may be next year. But you know, we've had a lot of positive response to this, and Oregon is doing some of the same things. And I think you're seeing a picture right there. There's a lot of beautiful land, and you know, besides it's gorgeous. But you know, the other thing that we have to keep in mind, the area that would be impacted, they're very much like-minded people, very much like us here in Idaho. And, you know, I would be thrilled to have them join us.
And how would it affect the elections? Because this is a group of, it's 13 counties.
How would it affect the elections? Well, it'll make elections in Idaho way more difficult. It'll make Idaho a way more interesting state for elections in general. I think, would it make it more, one rich and profitable, the other poor and homeless? And the end result will be is a conservative state and a libtard state. One rich and profitable, the other poor and homeless. Right, Master Meatball. But the part that I love about this is that, like I said, I'm pretty sure that state, like I'm pretty sure Oregon doesn't want this to happen. Ohio gonna secede. What? Now we're talking about Ohio.
11 or 13? What's correct?
Currently, there have been 11 counties that have passed resolutions to go ahead and continue talks with us. You know, when you look nationally and through the years, what you can do when it comes to maybe creating a state, moving a state, there are really only three ways to move. You can either create a new state. That's not going to happen unless you're Washington, D.C. We know that. You could succeed from the Union, and we know how well that had gone about 150 years ago. And really the most viable means of creating a change really is in moving the border. And so that's what we're looking to do. It certainly makes sense. And with the recent Claremont Institute study that had been about a year-long study.
Again, why any of these people don't want to be part of Portland. Oh, Master Meatball, you missed part of the conversation. All right, I do that. The chat's moving. I miss stuff. Let's get back to the chat. If counties can switch states, can an Ohio county become part of Texas? Well, if Ohio is nearby, again, as she was explaining in the video that they interrupted, and I don't know that I want to go back into. Hold on, because there's 13.
Like most businesses.
There's 11 counties now, and like a 12th one just passed. Walla County became the 12th Oregon county to join the Greater Idaho movement. When special election results on the measure were finalized Tuesday, the vote took place in May with a preliminary result showing support for the effort, leading by only 21 votes. After all votes were finalized in June, the lead shrank to only 7 votes, narrowly avoiding the state requirement for a recount. The Great Idaho effort originally began in 2020 as an idea for large swaths of rural eastern Oregon to secede and join the more conservative Idaho to get away from the western progressive part of the state. So yeah, it's just literally, we're watching, oh my God. So there's a picture here of someone, the Greater Idaho movement seeks to realign the border of the red state of Idaho west to the Cascade Mountains in an effort to erase the political tension between urban and rural Oregonians. And then phase 2 cuts down even into California. So apparently the large part of California, or not a large part, but a large part of, or a decent part of Northern California. Metro Transit doesn't even sell tickets. Just ignore us idiots and do your awesome show. I'm doing my awesome show. As for public transit, we were discussing that earlier today with the subways and stuff. That's not going well on those. I've heard nothing good about metro transit in the cities, so I certainly wouldn't want to go near that. Your trains can't stay on the rails, mate. You're not wrong. I wouldn't want to ride trains that can't stay on the rails. That audio is way too loud. All right, we're going to mute this because I don't want to necessarily... I don't know if the music will get me in trouble. But this is a video of a lady that someone told her you should do a secret cam to see what people... to see how people react. Now, this lady is someone who calls herself Hair Goddess NYC. But I think that back end is understated. Because as we're about to see in this video, she calls herself Hair Goddess. Look at my amazing hair. Look at my amazing hair. They're not looking at your hair. That's not looking at your hair. He's not looking at your hair. She's like, oh, look at my... Do you think they're looking at your hair? Nope. They're all thinking, wow, God bless. Dude, she went looking down. She's not looking at the hair. They're not like, oh my God, the hair is amazing. They're like, holy Jesus, look at that ass. Could bounce a fucking baseball off of it. Yeah, no. Her face went down. Her hair's up here. Her face went down. She did not go, oh, look at that. She went, look at that ass. Her hair has some nice curves. Her hair looks great in those pants. Yep, looking. He's just smiling. Dude, he was attracted. Can we go back? I wish I could rewind shorts. He was attracted to it. Like, he was like, oh my God, I can't help but walk over to that ass. She's looking. He's trying to play it off like he's not looking. He's definitely looking. She's going to get her camera and move on. And then this is just you walking behind a group of people. Oh, I'm a hair goddess. Again, it wasn't the hair. Johnny saying, is her hair her greatest asset? People's reactions. It wasn't to your hair. Twitch TOS update bans everyone from multi-streaming on Twitch-like platforms. What? Oh, it's branded content guidelines that sparked quite a bit of backlash from its biggest creators and could affect charity and esports streams. Yeah. Oh, wait, but that's not all they updated as well. As the Amazon-owned platform also issued several updates to their terms of service. One of those updates includes new simulcasting selection that bans everyone from multi-streaming on Twitch-like platforms like YouTube and Kick. Partners, affiliates were able to multi-stream on other platforms as long as they were short-form mobile services like Instagram and TikTok Live. Since then, added terms and service on the website. This means that all users in the platform, including non-affiliates, can no longer multi-stream on platforms like YouTube and Kick. The update to TOS has kept the same rules as the previous guidelines set for affiliate and partner streamers. Luckily, so Twitch creators can still multi-stream to mobile platforms like Instagram and TikTok without an issue. These guidelines do not prevent creators from streaming on other platforms separately from Twitch, meaning users can still stream on YouTube and Kick as long as they're not also broadcasting on the Purple app. So, P Salty saying, calm down, you can stream wherever you want. Notice the one not named. The one not named would be Rumble, I think. I think that would be the one not named. I'm going to keep doing this, but yeah. This information is something I had kind of heard some stuff about. I am definitely going to be working really hard to get that YouTube monetized and kind of especially if I can get the YouTube part monetized, so I've got that backup plan, I'm going to maybe start making some like fake ads and stuff to put in my stream just to buck the rhino. See what happens. They'll be like, hey, you're doing branded content. I'm like, yeah, but these are fake products that don't really exist. It's technically sketch comedy. You guys are idiots. I thought you had to pay to stream on Rumble. No. You don't pay to stream on Rumble. You don't pay to stream on any of these. You have to have certain criteria that you have to meet to accept payment for most of them. I don't even know about. I think Rumble might not need that. But yeah. But we nice loop hole, it's parody. You on the YouTube, maybe you should bump it before you get banned. Yeah, I'm playing YouTube right now. I'm on YouTube. I simulcast on 3 different platforms to be available for how the people want to reach us. That was kind of the idea. That's why we use the Streamlabs to mix both of the chats, so that way everyone gets to chat together. That's why I have the chat up for the Rumble if they want to talk, so that way everyone gets to be part of the show. If true, Twitch is really screwing themselves over hard. Yeah, if true, it is another in a long line of things of me thinking, do they just want Twitch to end? Do they just want to bury Twitch? Because they don't want their content creators to make money. We're now not allowed to stream to multiple platforms. Because I'll tell you right now, I would give up Twitch for YouTube if I thought you should add Corey as a co-host. Ross Dog's Broken Spirit, Corey wouldn't want to co-host a show with me on here at all. And so, no, I shouldn't add Corey as a co-host. He wouldn't want to do a show with me. He has shit to do in his day. He just got done doing a show. I don't think he wants to co-host mine. So, Master Meatball, I'll co-host. I'm not. How did this turn into a call out for co-hosts? I wasn't even calling out for co-hosts. I was simply saying I need to get those YouTube paid comments. That'll work for about a day. YouTube paid comments? No, you mean like buy views and shit? No. Definitely not doing paid views or whatever. Alrighty. So yeah, that's the people's reaction video. I really didn't need that brought into the show right now. Just fucking so weird. I got an hour left to do on the show, and now I'm like, oh, am I just is the fucking oh man. Just not the best time to throw that in the mix. Alrighty, you should change the background to a pride flag.
At
No.
Just Kidding LLC, Tampa Terry would be a great company host. Cheer 100.
No, he wouldn't be a great co-host. I don't like Tampa Terry, as a co-host. He did a bit, and then there's argument about whether or not his whole character is stolen from someone else's bit, and I don't like Tampa Terry as a, continual thing. I get it as a bit, as a call-in thing or whatever, but, I don't... And again, Why is a co-host thing coming up? I was talking about how much I don't like Twitch doing this shit and I like multi-streaming. Why is a co-host being brought into this? Butch is a good bloke. I live in town. Yeah, Butch is a good dude. It doesn't matter. What is Atomic Citizen saying? Well, I need to raise want my producer pay doubled. I don't have a producer. All right. Okay. Here we go. What is next? So we have a story about 3 severed heads were left at an employee's desk at an Illinois organ donor organization. Just throwing me off, and it threw all that off. Great. So 3 severed heads left at an employee's desk at an Illinois organ donor organization. I mean, that's the place to leave severed heads. Johnny's not allowed on Discord. I have a Discord. I just don't use it all the time during the show. So I just, since Johnny rejected me. Don't take it personal, Master Meatball. I reject everybody. I don't feel like I need a co-host. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward show. It's to go in the way it's going. If adding a co-host brought in more viewers, then I would be fine with it. But I just don't think that that's the case. Why do we want a co-host? Singing 3 severed heads, looking kind of lonely. 3 severed heads, looking kind of bony. I mean, you're not wrong. It's the best place to leave them, though, right? Like, it is an organ donor organization. Atomic Citizen, what is Aaron Imholt? That's his show. I'm his co-host. What are you talking about? He's not on this show. He doesn't even watch this show. Speaking of Aaron... While we can get on that subject, let's go ahead and put a pin in this since we haven't even started. I was watching the coverage that he had of Chad today. And I agreed pretty much with everything. But there's something I noticed. He loves to, like, talk about low viewer numbers. Like, if I had those numbers, I wouldn't be happy or whatever. I wouldn't this, that. Like, Like, dude, do you not understand? Like, if I had, like, no offense, but, like, for Chad's video that he did today, the 9-minute video or whatever, he had, like, 200 people. Like, I'd love to have big numbers like that. But I don't ever want to forget what it's like to have a small audience. I don't want to forget, like, when you're just doing a show for a few people. You can't forget that. But it just to, like, shit on people for not having the numbers you do. Like, it's just that easy. Like, it's just that simple. You just have the numbers. Oh, yeah, you didn't start in radio with a fan base that you took to these platforms to help catapult you from the get-go. Like, it just... John could pump those boob up for Super Chats on YouTube's. Then what's Aaron Imholt? If that's how you see it, good for him. Finally got rid of his dumb mustache. Well, again, like I said, the thing with the viewer numbers thing, like, just, dude, I get it. You want to rag on people, and Chad's earned some ire, so you can sit there and make fun of his numbers or whatever. But just, as someone who doesn't get numbers that high, even, it just feels weird, especially when I'm there in the room and he's ripping on it, and I'm just like, yeah, but you realize that's better numbers than me. I feel weird when he does it, and I have to be part of it. Like, and then when I was even watching it today, I'm like, I feel, why would you rip on anyone for numbers, honestly? If they have an audience and they're happy, who gives a shit? You know? Just fucking sorry, Johnny. Just having fun with a host. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about. As for how do I see Aaron? Like again, that's his show. I'm a co-host on his show. But as for my show, and again, why did we get on co-hosts? It's fucking weird. Hey, I have a sound drop for that, and we'll play the long version. The full one. There you go. I don't care about Aaron. I stopped watching his show. I feel bad for April, though. Why? Why do you feel bad for April? She seems pretty happy with her relationship with Aaron. I don't feel bad for April. I pretty much turn off folks who rip on their peers or audience members for ratings. To be honest, not familiar with Aaron. The thing I'm talking about is a guy who's earned a fair amount of criticism. Chad Zumach, and just like I said, in all of the criticisms, one of the things and it just when, it's one of the things that gets to me, because like a lot of times when I'm on his show and we're making fun of this or that or the other thing, if we're ripping on a show and he's talking about like other people's numbers, it's like their numbers are better than mine, and I'm always just like, you realize I do a show and it's just a small show. Like I don't know. Be right back. Grabbing a beer, says P. Salty. April is a sweetheart in real life. April's fine. Their relationship is fine. They're very happy together. I don't know why people are like, I'm sorry for her. Sorry for what? She's happy with him. He's happy with her. They're happy together. What do you got to be sorry for? Their life is going gangbusters by all accounts. Okay, so as we were saying about the severed heads that were dropped off at an organ donor organization. 3 severed heads, 3 blind mice. All right, 3 severed heads were left at a desk at a Chicago organ donor organization. A worker is going public with allegations of poor handling and mismanagement of remains. So wait a minute, are you saying that you're complaining that she didn't take the donation properly? Hold on, what's the problem here? She didn't take the donation properly. Dude, they're severed heads. They are severed heads. Lab Glass, maybe you should get April. Yeah, I'm sure, again, someone who does as many shows and as much work on the Steel Toe show as April, I'm sure she wants to give up 3.5 hours every afternoon, Monday through Friday of her day to do a show here. Yeah. No. Besides, if I got that to happen, Aaron would be pissed. He'd be like, dude, you making a move on my lady? Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Not going to happen, man. Not going to happen. Alrighty. As I was saying, Dale Wheatley served as a transportation coordinator for the nonprofit Atomical Gift Association of Illinois, or AGA, which facilitates donations of human bodies to medical schools for scientific research. Wheatley and his attorney held a press conference on Tuesday claiming that the bodies are being mishandled before they are sent to the hospitals and schools. What does this have to do with 3 severed heads? According to WFLD, some of the bodies have been returned to the AGA because of their condition, saying they're sending donors back because of mold and rot and bugs. It's deplorable. There have been instances where I've pulled donors from our storing room out of the racks, and rats have chewed through the bottom of the bag through the feet he had. What the... This story was supposed to be about finding 3 severed heads at an organ donor organization. Now that I've practiced a few times, I can get it out straight. And now we've gotten into poor handling It had a laughy face. Yeah, I figured it was a joke. But now we've gotten into poor handling of bodies. Bodies should not be moldy. Mishandled? Hardly knew her. Oh, Jesus. Again, I thought they were just like, hey, someone donated heads. Now apparently what, they returned the heads because they weren't in good enough condition? AGA works
We are
with...
no longer the United States. We have become North Mexico. George Soros is winning trophy cheer 100.
Thank you
cheer
very...
100 boner 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 boner.
Thank you very much, Lab Class. P. Salty, I didn't pay for this. You didn't pay for what? What did you pay for? 4 minutes for another. Why would we have 2 hype trains today? Why? Has it been that awesome of a show? I have to be out of my mind on steroids and overly high on weed more often. It's apparently what they love. It's fucking moldy, mate. I mean, you wanted to study dead bodies. They're dead. This is another part of the circle of life. It's the circle. I feel like the moldy bodies would be less of a problem. Do they give you a discount for the bodies the rats have eaten?
Beaver pussy beaver pussy beaver pussy.
Yep, there we go.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes a train, and here comes driver's head too. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
There we go. 15% of level 1 of a hype train. They should give back the money for the moldy ones. Again, I feel like the moldy ones are less of a problem than the ones that have been chewed on by rats. I just like, look, he was missing a foot, all right? And it was very clear that it was eaten off of his leg. The AGA works with at least 8 medical schools in the state, including the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford. According to its website, the nonprofit upholds the highest standards of responsiveness, respect, privacy, and security, and shows respect for our donors by treating them with the utmost care.
Fuck off.
Reverently performed. Yeah, I feel like the utmost care, like letting the rats eat your leg. Thank you very much for the 750 channel points, Wilmer. If you haven't contributed to the show today and you wanted to, now is the ideal time because it all goes into the hype train thing. But we had a big one earlier, so we don't really care. So you do you. We're doing a show for another half hour. All right, according to the web, and then we're doing Diablo. Oh shit!
This is America.
I should have said deer, but someone get lab glass. I was very happy for this.
Bro, I can't wait to score me some mangine. I'm gonna be a regular dude hound.
It is really too long. Now that I think about it, it's too long. It could be shorter. Anyways, yeehaw, says Deerbush. Steve-O? Who's Steve? Oh, I don't know. I never met Steve-O. Alrighty, according to the website, the Wheatley alleges otherwise, saying that the day after he approached his supervisors with concerns, 3 dismembered heads were left on his desk. My boss walked by and I asked him why the heads were at my desk. He said they needed to get back with their bodies so we can send them to cremation. I said, I understand that. Why are they at my desk? And he said, I don't know, Dale. There's a lot of strange things happening. Well, which is it, Buckman? The coffee or the Lord? Later, Johnny got to go coach some Pride baseball. Well, you go do that, Johnny Chimpo. Johnny Chimpo, everybody. See you later. Johnny Chimpo's on. And now, on with the countdown. Alrighty, so Wheatley alleges otherwise. Yeah, that's a great thing. Yeah, but why are they at my desk? I don't know, man. A lot of weird shit's happening. How are you supposed to know which bodies they belong to? Again, look after them, Johnny. Look after what? Oh, gay baseball, as you call it. Oh. I mean, it is kind of. It's an almost no contact sport. The most interesting things that happen are things that are deplorable by any other means. Like, think about it. Some of your great moments in baseball are people getting beamed with the ball, right? Like the pitcher who made a bird explode. Like, that was a moment like, oh my God, that ball made the bird explode. Like, yeah, okay, cool. But, meh. Look after them, Johnny was talking to the Yank. Alrighty. I have no idea. Okay, so 3 severed heads. Wait. Is this an actual story? Did I read a story we had a video for?
Members to register as organ, eye, and tissue donors. There are 100,000 adults and children awaiting organ transplant.
That's not this. So again, organ donor organization seems like again a weird thing. Like, hey, I've got some kidneys, no fault. Can I get some money for that? Just a little. Can I get a coin or two in my bucket? Alrighty. So 3 severed heads. All right, this is the these are the hour 3 stories. Okay, so wrapping these up, we're still right on time. We're managing right on time, finishing that hype train at level 1. Awesome. Miller's cold ones. What up? Not much. We are rounding out the last half hour of the show. We've had an amazing show. It's been a fun time. I have been given one piece of news that's made my butt pucker just a wee bit. And, yeah. Other than that, I can't see the hype train on my phone. The hype train is over. The hype train is over. It started at level 1 at 16%. It pretty much stayed there. And that was that. But we had a huge one earlier, so it was just weird. It was just super cool to have two. I mean, hey, we're doing something right today. That's the way I look at it. Just a goddamn good time. So I really wish I had more of a video for this, but a jury in Oregon convicts a man who rigged his home with Indiana Jones booby trap, injuring a federal officer. Oh my God. I might have to pull this one up. We're going to pull this one up as we read it to you. Boop. An Oregon man who rigged his home with an Indiana Jones-inspired booby trap of a round tub of a round hot tub that was on its side set to roll down the hill was found guilty of charges stemming from the 2018 incident in which a federal agent was injured, officials said Tuesday. Federal jury in Medford found Gregory Lee Rodvelt, 71, guilty of assaulting a federal officer and using and discharging a firearm during and in retaliation to a crime of violence, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. Rodvelt had lost his home in a lawsuit, and after he learned that a receiver had been appointed to sell that property, he proceeded to booby-trap it, federal prosecutors said. Oh, man. I didn't realize, God, who's the actor? He looks like shit. I've played in Oregon. How are they going to, I have one question. How are they going to fit these into poor children? What? I've got one for this story, and his hair was perfect. Oh, I'm trying to think of the actor that he looks like. What's the fucking name of... Damn it, I can't remember his name now. Screw it. We're doing it live. Let's move on. Rodvelt had lost his home in a lawsuit, booby-trapped it. Bomb specialists with the FBI and Oregon State Police were asked to inspect the property after Rodvelt was arrested in Arizona in April of 2017 and charged with unlawful possession of explosives. Wow. FBI agent Jeffrey Gray wrote in the affidavit, when bomb specialists got to the man's former property in Williams, about 30 miles west of Medford, on September 7th, they came upon a minivan blocking the front gates. And upon closer inspection, saw it was rigged with 2 booby traps, according to the affidavit. They disarmed the traps and got to the home's front, where they spotted a hot tub tilted at an angle, authorities said. When FBI agents reached him in Arizona, Rodvelt stated that he set up a fishing line and a tripwire across the property gate that went to a round hot tub that was on its side set to roll down the hill and hit whoever comes through the gate, Gray wrote. Rodvelt described it by referencing the stone rolling down the hill from the Indiana Jones. So you literally... So because of, based on the presence of the aforementioned booby traps, law enforcement officers used an explosive charge to breach the door. Once they got inside, they came upon a wheelchair, and after it was bumped, it triggered a homemade shotgun device that discharged a shotgun shell that struck the FBI bomb technician below the knee. Oh! Agent was rushed to the hospital where he was treated and released. Faces up to 20 years behind bars when he is sentenced. That is an unrealistic maximum sentence, the defense attorney said Wednesday. What are you talking about? Unrealistic maximum sentence. He set up a gun to shoot people that came into his home. They caught him at Trader Vic's. Dear Butch, indiscriminate traps aren't a good idea. I love that he went all the way down to, like, Indiana Jones level. I love that he put a hot tub up against the stairs, and he's like, as soon as they hit this, it comes rolling down, and there's nothing they can do about it. And if that's not good enough, I've got the shotgun loaded for bear. Like, it just... Soho just didn't cut it. Maybe. Indiana Jones trap. Did you have any pits of snakes? I feel like you need... If you're going Indiana Jones, go full bore. You need pits of snakes, all right? You need pits of snakes. Lots of snakes. A scary amount of snakes. And they should have had to find you by divining it with a little rod that when the sunlight hits it points out where in the state of Arizona you are currently hiding. Lab Glass, how dumb are the feds? Well, in their defense, they did catch most of the booby traps. They just missed the one with the shotgun. Just the one with the shotgun. But thank God they didn't get run over by the hot tub. Fallen saying not all heroes wear capes. Maybe. Who's the hero, though, here? The guy who decided to booby trap his home because he lost it and they were going to sell it on him? Again, I can't imagine how that went. He seems like an amazing decision maker. He seems like he only makes good choices. Those hot tubs are nimble. I mean, I don't think they are. Somebody needs to let Macaulay Culkin know, or he might get in trouble. Yeah, you should have gone the full Macaulay Culkin route. They open the door, they get hit in the face with a paint can, line the floors and the stairs with Hot Wheels cars. Did he do the blowtorch on the... I forget what he did to make the doorknob super hot. I think it was a blowtorch thing. Skip on marbles. Skipping on marbles? I mean... Well, you could put... Yeah, slipping on marbles. Yeah. Could use a lot of... This is a weird fucking place now that I've diverted. Let's hold on a minute. That sounds right. That sounds right. Hey, we've got a minute-long video of something that I don't understand how this is a thing. And this scares the shit out of me, by the way. Have you guys ever heard of a giant octopus kite? Because apparently... How is that in the air? How is that floating in the air? What is there, helium in it? It's got to be like helium or something. This is a kite? This is creeping me out right now, man. Why? This is... If I saw that flying outside, I'd be like, how is that not on the ground? What is going on here? Why is this a thing? It's gonna... Dude, it's coming for us, man. Like, Jesus. The big butt bit is inflated. Yeah. Cthulhu. Grandma got run over by a hot tub trying to raid my house on Christmas Eve. Oh, I think Fallen's behind in the chat. This is all going to attract some weird aliens. I know, right? This is way cool. Backyard Renegade says, I don't know about way cool. It's weirding me out, man. It makes me uncomfortable. It just... It's creepy. And who is controlling this thing? By the way, I don't see the person operating the kite. I don't see any kite operators. I see a big-ass kite just rolling around. This kite looks like it's unsupervised. That shouldn't be a thing, okay? That shouldn't be a thing. There's more than one. It's fake as shit. There's more than one. Granddad not building you that. There's more than... I have no idea what we're talking about, P. Salty. Fallen saying, I'm okay with that. Look at the colorful squid. Yeah, there was a colorful squid in the background. I saw that. There were two of them. Chinese spy balloons are very sophisticated. Oh, dude, it just... Giant octopus kite. That shouldn't be a thing. It should not be a thing. It weirds me the out. Look at your video. What are you talking about? The video I was talking about there? It's not fake. If you're saying that that's what's fake. I know about the colorful squid in the background. I was mostly weirded out by the big black squid or octopus or whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, there was a squid looking like yellow, blue. I saw the squid. AZN don't give a fuck when it comes to... Yeah, they ain't got no rules when it comes to kites, man. Both, what is it? Human rights and kites. They ain't got no rules. You know what? I have a mock Matt Walsh commercial thing that I don't know if it whatever. I saw the video thing link before. It might be posted. It might be gone. We're gonna get rid of that. So we're gonna ditch that. We don't. Wow, Johnny, they are people too. What the hell you say? Yeah, they're people, but people don't need to invent shit like that. All right. Plus, you want to tell me who's inventing a giant octopus kite? I don't see Chinese. I see Japanese. I see Japanese people inventing a giant octopus kite and then finding a way to make an anime where it's a little girl. And that is, quite frankly, where I draw the line. All right. I love a lot of anime, but keep the octopus tentacle porn stuff. No. No, thank you. Didn't you hear, Johnny? The octopus kite had no operator. Yeah, it looked like it had no operator. Alrighty. What was I doing? I was doing a thing. So let's pull up some videos and stuff. We've got 15 minutes to go, and I am feeling really... Oh, you said kites. Oh. Zen Rhino, New Boo Goofing. Good to see you. Hey, Zen, because you were asking me about this before. So I'm going to link it again now. Control C. There's a new thing in the links thing, a tip thing. I have no idea how that'll work for you. But now Streamlabs has a tip thing. So, oh, shit. No, never mind. It didn't link them together. Alrighty, so yeah. Streamlabs has the tip thing that you had asked about. We got that done for you. There you go. Doing what we can for the fans. All right, let's go ahead and clear that out because that's, again, the end of the third hour. We have 15 minutes left in the show. We've got a couple of videos to play for you. Failed auditions for the Macy's Day Parade. K-word, wow. Yeah, that's pretty harsh, man. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. This is what we're talking about. Okay, here we go. So, there's a banned German Ninja Turtles commercial. And I don't know why it's banned. It's only 26 seconds long, and It is a little risque, but here we go. Just some dudes in the locker room. And take it away, commercial. It's been a rough day. They just got done working out. Okay, first of all, I get it's a German commercial, but why? Why does Raphael come out and start doing fucking ninja moves? We're not doing a dick joke, are we? Are we doing a dick joke? He's looking at you like, no, you're not seriously about to do a dick joke. We did a dick joke. We did it. All right, so what is that supposed to say? Are you saying that that's a jar full of turtle dicks? What's going on here? So this is just pickles? Yes, they're pickles. It's a commercial for pickles. A German commercial for pickles.
Tier 100 dick joke? Is it hard?
I feel like this one's a little soft, possibly premature. Dude, My point is, what was the point? Why the Ninja Turtle? Why this whole thing? For pickles. It seems like a really, really far reach for pickles. Atomic Citizen pickle salesman. All right. Sell some pickles. I don't want to see your turtle penis, Raphael. Those things are nasty looking, says Zelda Rhino. Link works fine, thanks. Awesome, thank you. Glad that that's working for you. We'll check it here. To just a sec. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are teenagers, meaning they're underage, so you shouldn't even be thinking about their genitalia. Oh, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. This is a German commercial. I don't even know that they got the rights for it. My point is, why did we incorporate the Ninja Turtles to begin with? You're selling pickles, all right? It's a really weird tangent. We're doing pickles, and now I can't eat pickles. I have an entire jar of pickles in my fridge, and I had to make sure they were halved. Because after seeing this commercial, I can't eat whole pickles. Pickle in a jar? Anyone remember the homeless guy for In Living Color? No, I don't. I do not. It would be a stretch, but I could understand if they were selling sticks of pepperoni because that's pizza themed. I mean, yeah, that's a little that's pizza. Weird that we're doing a like shower scene risque moment turtle dick pickle switch, like, and pickle divert. Haha! Wow. Lab glass. Turtle dicks. Yeah, I should actually have had the pickles here to pull out a pickle. Just turtle dicks. I gotta see it one more time. Oh, wait, nope. He is way too excited to see this turtle's dick. You are way too invested, like, oh, I'm about to see that dick. They are Summers Pickles, a trans-owned EU subsidiary. Lab glass, Vlasic, bread and butter, and now turtle dicks. That's right, the new Vlasic turtle dick pickle. The crunch is because they were erect. And pickle switch. Like, again, the pickle switch thing just... It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I don't get April O'Neil is hungry. I got me some Gedney dicks. I fancy me some pickles. What do you got? I got bread and butter. Oh, I hate those. You got any dill pickles? I don't got any dill pickles, but how do you feel about dick pickles? Dick pickles? Well, they're turtle dicks. Turtle dicks. These pickles are turtle dicks. Megan Fox deep-faked it. What is the pickle juice? I don't know. I heard it's mostly piss. They call it brine, but I heard it's mostly piss. The natural German is checking out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles penis. Yeah. The German guy was just hungry to see that dick. And that's the weird part to me. Like, the entire premise of the commercial is wrong, but the actor being like, oh, like, dude, it's a public shower, but really? Really? Pickle goes in the mouth, he comes into the back. He's just a boy. Are you full of dick? Jack and Cop. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Megan Fox has thumbs that look like big toes. She is the devil. Sue Gross nauseated face cheer 100.
Southern Crossbones, I don't think you have to worry about it. Pretty sure she's spoken for with Machine Gun Kelly. Those two seem to be incredibly happy together in their little weird psycho relationship. But glad to know where you stand. All right. So that extremely... again, there's just more questions than answers with that video. Okay? That 30-second video. Why is it a divert to pickles? Why was that guy so interested in seeing Raphael's cock? Why was a Ninja Turtle in Germany taking a shower in a public gym? Where were they? She is a snack. She is a snack. Anyways, we only have a few minutes left. We have a couple other videos. Let's get into... We did the Ninja Turtles commercial. So let's get rid of that. And delete. And then we have this video. Now, this video, Alucard, I'm doing a show. Please don't hump your dog right now, especially if you need to look me in the face. Pickles made by Ewacculator in Germany. Oh, not a bad idea. Well, if you were ewacculating before, pace yourself. So this little lady has an interesting little story. Take it away, Toots.
I was riding along this morning, minding my own business in my little truck with my windows rolled down, and I stopped at a red light, and a big truck pulled up behind me, an 18-wheeler with two men inside.
An 18-wheeler? An 18-wheeler? What the fuck is an 18-wheeler? So you were like a semi-truck? So it was a big semi-truck. You're in your little truck. By the way, backwards talk and backwards t-shirt. Okay. I don't think the t-shirt's backwards. I think she's wearing an A-frame. Either way, I don't know. She looks too young to drive. Yeah, I'm kind of on that page. But this story's about to take an interesting turn when she talks about herself and her level of self-defense.
And as soon as the light turned green, they went to blowing their horn at me about 3 times. Then they flew up beside me and started cussing and screaming and hollering, telling me to pull over. Well, I don't think you want me to pull over just because I sat at a red light for half a second after it turned green.
Again, she looks like a Tennessean. Yeah, I don't know how old she is, but it's like, dude, that gun probably smells like her puss, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, she was, like, they talk about keistering it. She was clamming that thing. 18-wheeler is Buzzy's gimmick. She's stealing his shtick, bro. I don't think Buzzy has a specific lockdown on that phrase. I think she's from Alabama or somewhere down south like Louisiana, and she's over 21. Well, I'm glad because I'm torn on that. When she popped out the gun thing, I was kind of like, oh, you're a saucy little dish. Oh, she has to be at least 18 lucky barrels, says Saint Aran. Right? Right. But that's just funny. That again, going back to the earlier thing with the dude in France and the kids, I feel like people being able to protect themselves. If someone wanted to mess with that lady and she doesn't have that gun, I feel like they could probably push her around. She looks like a small little girl. She looks like she could get pushed around. But I feel like if you really wanted to fuck with that chick and she does have that gun, she's probably going to put you down. Is Hannah Barron the noodling catfish girl? And Google says she is 26. That is Hannah Barron, the noodling catfish girl, and she's 26.
When a Jamaican gets angry.
I was riding along this morning.
That's how she got a deeper gash. What? She's 26. Is she single? She could be a criminal or would be hot to be robbed by her. All right. Anyways, I kind of want to see this next video. I have no idea what this is. I didn't plan this, but I scrolled down, and I got to know where this goes.
When a Jamaican gets angry.
Why don't Jamaican men eat pum pum?
I don't know. Maybe you have to ask if I don't know, honestly.
Do you think that maybe... Oh. Sorry. Sorry, getting a call here. 1 second.
Okay.
Hey, dirty girl. Me not done tell you don't call off my blood clot phone when me there work. Y'all go suck your mother pussy clot. And mind me don't give you 2 boxing and your bumbo clot face when me come home. Sure. Sorry about that. My wife.
No.
I always tell her, if I go and act like a roadside gal, then me I could treat you like a roadside gal, you know?
Seriously, I will teach him them
Sorry
language
about
here.
Anywho, you were saying?
I don't know. I don't remember.
When a Jamaican...
What? That's when a Jamaican gets angry? That fucking boo.
Boo this man!
Ugh. Dislike. Fucking complete. If I didn't, I'd be banned. If I did that, I'd be banned. Yeah, that one. That one sucked. That one sucked hard. I didn't even intend that. That was just there. That wasn't even a thing. That was just that was out of nowhere. All right, so we have other ones to do, but there's only got 3 minutes left, so let's do the old Hemponics thing. Let's click the link here. I've been talking about these guys a lot, and I continue to do so because I very much like their products. And if you use anything CBD, CBG, and CBN, that's the other one. These guys make really high quality stuff, and let's click the link quick here. You have to be 21 or older to order their products. They ship anywhere in the U.S. And there. It's a white screen, like, we're going to be saved or something. I got to fucking get that thing fixed. All right, I am 21 or older. So, yes, they have a variety of products, CBN, CBG, Muscle Frost, a whole bunch of things. They make their products are quality. They're direct from the farm. They grow the plants that they pull the cannabinoids out for. So it's a really good source for quality CBG, CBN, CBD products. And let's go to the shop. Boop. They have a variety of products, and they're well categorized on their website. They have 2 locations in New London and in Wilmer. I believe that was right. New London and Wilmer? Yes, New London and Wilmer. So a whole bunch of products, even for your pets. So if you have a need for something, they can probably help you. Twitch is bumping. Keep it up, mate. Well, thank you very much, P. Salty. You did great in donos today, didn't you? Yes, Welsh Salty, I did great. Welsh Salty and P. Salty. I need some muscle CBD cream. Well, there's 2 different things you can go with. The CBD CBG Muscle Frost Pain Roll-On Gel. That's something I personally use and recommend. Otherwise, there's the Deep Relief Medicated Lotion. Both of those products, like I said, made in-house. So they make their own stuff. You're not buying something that's made by a corporation and they're just putting a label on it. They literally they grow their stuff, they make their stuff, they make good stuff. And I love their products. I actually have to stay on this website to order something. But before I do that, I'm going to say we will be back tomorrow for our 2 to 5 8:30 stream, and we will not be on Sunday because of my daughter's birthday party. I'll be a little busy. But I might be doing some random Diablo 4 streaming. We'll see. At any rate, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Take care.
Game over. What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How you so fucking fuck? Fuck!
Hey, where are the white women at?